paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. In a roof vampire pot, then the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. There's smoke and rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. It's NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. On hot black asphalt racetrack ground, we're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their cartridge hits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arca Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Camelot 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
Hey, you. You're finally woke. You were trying.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Has anyone noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
What's up, you big, fine bitches in the chat today? We're back on this illustrious Monday, and I tell you what, whoo, my anxiety was spiked as hell trying to start the stream up, man. I don't know what it is, but if you take one day off, I usually stream Saturday, but I can't very often because I race in NASCAR full time. And taking one day off makes you really, it just makes it hard to come back. You're like worried, everybody hates you. You're worried that you suck. You got a tiny penis, which doesn't help the situation. And here we are. Steph, what's up, baby? How you doing? Mr. Blackstar, what's up, buddy? How you doing? 20 likes until 100. Make sure you guys spam that shit right now. Get the hell on it, diggity dog on it. We have a lot to talk about today. We got to talk about our boy Hassan Piker and Asmongold. So much stuff to talk about. Hot diggity damn. And you know, it's kind of spooky. It's kind of spooky. And I really don't understand. I really don't understand how somebody like Hassan Piker exists in like the current world right now. But anyways, without diving into it too hard, that's kind of what we're talking about today. Also, some insane drama that's cropped up in my life, and some recap over the weekend. A lot of stuff going on, so hit that damn like button, and let's hit these super chats real quick that we got before the show even started. Crippled Snorlax. Working a little longer tonight. Here's a little birthday money I got. Hell yeah, dude. Love you, dude. I appreciate you so much. You are the GOAT. And Billy Hatcher with a $100 super chat says, I had a lot of fun at the race Friday. Glad you survived the race. Also, what did Asmongold do this time? Oh, my God, dude. It's getting real bad. It's getting real bad. You have basically an army of neckbeards versus an army of what I call, like, edgy teenage orbiters that are trying desperately to fit into a community because they suffer from mental illness, and they repeat and pretend to believe extremely radical and violent positions as to not scare off people who are also in the community, as to them finding out that they don't actually believe it and aren't actually a real part of the community. And I think that really is based around extreme severe mental health, and teenagers in general. That's what I think it's based around. Mental health is kind of encouraged and glorified, whereas back in the day, like 50 years ago, it was not that way. The number of people in mental health organizations are like 30,000 versus almost 500,000 it was 50 years ago. So that means you got, and the population has increased, so it should be triple what it was. And none of those people are actually getting any kind of treatment at all. And they're trying to fit in. And it's very, very hard to fit in. So what do they do to fit in? They either, find a hobby, or B, they jump into politics and go into the most radical positions possible, especially that are based around like faux morality, right? So the whole point is I have to prove that I'm a better person than you are, right? The entire belief system is I'm a better person than you. You're a bad person. And since my position is from a moral standpoint, it means you can die because death is a means to an end for the greater good. It's why you see people on the like radical left encouraging death, wishing death constantly. You don't really see that as much on the, I guess you could say, radical right. Which I think the radical right is much smaller than the radical left. I would wager that the radical right is probably less than 20,000 people, and the radical left is millions of people, right? So, but it is completely acceptable to wish death or want death for people when your position's from a place of morality, because death is a means to an end for the greater good. Hence why death has always been an acceptable answer based on religion, because your religion is usually coming from a moral standpoint. And that's kind of what leftism, or I guess I should say extreme leftism now, is mainly a religion versus an actual political viewpoint, which is why I can't jive with it. Although I believe a lot of leftist points and a lot of conservative points and a lot of center points. But I can't call myself left because if you have to believe all of it. It's kind of cult-like in that way. You have to believe every single point of it, or else you'll get kicked out of it and called a Nazi, basically. Whereas you can kind of align yourself slight right and still believe in pro-choice. You can still believe in these things, and people on the conservative side will still be like, oh, okay, cool, let's talk about it. They won't just be like, you're evil, kill them. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the issue there. But anyways, people like Hassan being able to exist on any platform is very alarming. And I'm completely convinced Hassan's entire bit and character is all completely a front and fake and 100% a character. Like Nikocado Avocado, I believe that's Hassan's character. It's none of it's real. It's all disingenuous. It's all fake to encourage more money for himself.
Why are we still here?
I'm sorry, I did not mean to press that button. Anyways, a lot of super chats. Let me get these. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Black Star, I love you. Oh, Black Star, I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, to give you an idea, the CEO of Twitch goes and has house parties with Hassan Piker, right? There's obviously something going on here. You believe in a complete socialistic society, yet you have supercars in your garage. And the guy that doesn't believe in the socialistic society lives in the same house he always has and has roaches. So who is actually living the socialist life? Not Hassan Piker. He's having celebrity parties, hooking up with chicks, which is totally cool. And the CEO is trying to do the same thing. So it's all a buddy, who do you know kind of thing. Billy, Hassan Piker is an anomaly. He has so much protection on Twitch. It's insane. You can't even report the dude at all from what I saw earlier. Twitch needs to get rid of their current CEO so Hassan has no protection. The CEO is making them lose money. Well, all it's going to take is a big enough outrage to get Amazon involved. And when Amazon gets involved, it's over, in my opinion. Thank you, Billy, for the pink boy. It's a rain. Wait. Oh, I thought it was. We're one orange boy from a rainbow knot. Thank you, Billy. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. You are the man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Billy would have read it, a pink boy. I hope you had fun at the race. I appreciate you and your dad for coming to the race. So awesome. Thank you, guys. Had a lot of fun, dude. We'll talk about that, too, today. Satellite Chad, where's Sam? Hide when you need him. Hassan Piker, I'm going to kill you. K to the Swiss. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Ashley, what's up, baby? What's up? If it isn't the cheeks herself, I love you, baby. Thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you for your goal, boy. I love you. Welcome back. Intimidator says, good run at Texas in the trucks. Every lap you do means you're getting that much better. Best of luck to you next race. I'll see you soon this summer at Iowa for sure. Thank you, Intimidator. Yeah, dude. Texas is a terrifyingly awesome track. I don't like turns 1 and 2. I can do it. I just don't like it. Because they're so different because you can't get in a rhythm. The thing with tracks that have completely different corners is it's so hard to get into a rhythm. And I'm really excited for Kansas for that reason because it's very symmetrical. But yeah, it was fun. I got up there to 4th place at one point in time through pit cycles. Pretty awesome. If I would have not got a penalty in the pits, we would have ran about 14th, which would have been really, really nice. But we did finish P19. Okay. P19, my best NASCAR finish ever in the truck series. You can't argue with that. Moves us up to 33rd in points with half the starts. And we got this week in Kansas. So a lot of fun this weekend. Intimidator, I appreciate you. Mr. Cage Gaming did not like the pick you shared to me, Cody. Sometimes you gotta dox your boys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I agree, Alexander. I agree. Are you coming to Iowa, Lesser Logic? There's a truck series, right? I don't know. I know I'm not probably doing any ARCA after Kansas. I am doing the ARCA racing Kansas for some reason. I was not going to, but I guess I am. So I'll be doing double duty this weekend. Ashley! Rainbow Night! Ashley for the win, everybody. Give her a kiss right on her labias. I mean, her face. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ashley. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we are officially halfway to Naked Snake. Oh, my God, Billy, for the orange boy. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you guys. Everybody contributing to the show. I love you, and I appreciate you. If you guys did not see, I am now going to be featured in the NASCAR Truck Series and the new NASCAR 25 video game coming out in September. Very excited. Very, very excited. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Thank you. Love you, Billy. Love you, Ashley. You guys are goats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Helena says, speaking of doxing, my parents saw that clip you made with my comment from your Cecil stream. What comment? I didn't make a clip. I don't make any clips. Ginger does all that. I don't even watch them. So, I don't know. So, you're on the truck for the NASCAR game, no ARCA? No, I'm on both. Both. All right. So, let's start the show, everybody. It's going to be a good one. How are you this evening? Down good. Clay Beatrice. What's up, buddy? How you doing, dude? It's all Ginger's fault. I don't even know what you're talking about. I have not watched a clip Ginger's done in a while. Your parents watch Cody with the I agree. All right, boys, like the stream. We're halfway to Nega Snake, 270 away. Thank you guys so much for. We haven't even started. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Let's get the hell on it, diggity dog on it, and have a great ass time doing it. Salty's here, by the way. If you guys have not seen it, Ride or Die is still available for pre-order. My book on Indiegogo, it's still here and it's still alive and ready to go. The salty variant is right here. It's still available. Oh, look how beautiful it is. If you have not got my book, get my goofy ass book. It's right there. Hell yeah, get on it, diggity dog on it. Where are you at? Where did I put it? Where'd I put it? There it is. There you go. There you are. All right, cool. All right. I saw Salty, so I figured we'd shout it out. Get the Salty cover. Xfinity will be there. Iowa? Well, I don't think I'm racing Xfinity. I would love to. I just haven't set up any deals yet. Still trying to find some sponsorship, right? That's what you do all day. Sponsorship all day, every day. Josh says if they're running Nashville Super Speedway, most likely. Van Ricks says just discovered you, subbed and love to stream. Thank you, Van Ricks. Love you, dude. Van Ricks. Hey, Breaking Night. What's up? All right. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, last thing before we talk about the Roach King, the Roach King. I will be at the Game and Geek Expo June 7th and June 8th in Raleigh, North Carolina. Do not miss it. You can come see me, get my autograph, come up to my booth, have a good ass time. Don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss me. Don't miss me, baby. Don't miss me. Yeah. I'm excited, boys. I'm excited, man. All right. All right. Fatoni says, does anyone know what happened between Camelot and Flash? Nothing. Is Flash melting snowman? No. I talked to Flash yesterday or something. Nothing happened between Cody and Flash. Flash and Cody are cool. Literally nothing happened. And no, he's not melting snowman. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not going to go if you aren't going to be in your fire suit. I'll be in my fire suit. I'll be in my fire suit. All right. Sorry, not to understand. You're good, man. No, I think it's just when you're looking at online stuff, it's more you're looking at stuff more from a entertainment filter. So you're like, these guys must be beefing if these other guys are beefing that's in the same spectrum. And I'm not beefing with nobody. I don't think I'm beefing with anybody. I really don't. All right. So let's jump on it. Diggity doggone it. We're going to have some fun today. Hope you guys are excited because I sure am. I sure am, boys. Jenny, what's up, baby? Baby Back Ribs is here. How you doing? Cody's the melting snowman. No! Donna. Oh, no. It was me all along. It was me. I apologize. I did not know it was going to be me. As you guys know, Hassan Piker. So, okay, let me just give you some context before we even start the show. So, Hassan Piker, everybody knows, you guys know him as that hyper effeminate, like annoying, like weird metrosexual guy that's violently radical. Like, is there even a word for more than radical left? Maybe radical right. He might actually be radical right now because he went so far radically left. So he's that guy, and he openly calls for the extermination of people on his Twitch channel. He never gets in trouble for this because he's friends with the CEO of Twitch. The CEO of Twitch actually comes to his house. They probably suck each other off. I don't really know. Okay. I don't know what people do at parties. I've never been to a suck each other off party. I've only been to a dick grab party, which was pretty cool. But they party all the time together. So obviously he's never going to face any consequences unless Amazon steps in and gets involved. Well, Hassan Piker had a debate with our boy Ethan Klein, and I will put this right out there for you. I don't like Ethan Klein because he freaks me out. Okay, the reason I don't like Ethan Klein, and I got Ethan Klein, yeah. So a little bit of context. I don't hate any of these people because I'm not passionate enough, right? If I saw Ethan Klein or Hassan Piker in public and they were like, hey, what's up? I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? That would be the end of it for me. I'm not passionate about this shit like a lot of you guys are. I don't want people to die. That's crazy to me. It's entertainment for me. So, that being said, I've never really liked Ethan Klein. And the reason I didn't really like Ethan Klein that much is because Ethan Klein was kind of doing the moral posturing thing for years until the most recent explosion of the, Israel-Palestine stuff. But he was doing the moral posturing thing where, oh, we got to think about the well-being of others. We got to love each other, all that bullshit. Homophobia is bad. Transphobia is bad. All this stuff, which is, fine. I'm just saying that was what he was saying. But literally 2 hours later, he would go on a stream and make fun of people for being gay. So he definitely didn't believe what he said even a little bit, which is kind of like how all of this shit works with people that pretend to be morally superior. If they are having to affirm to everybody so much that they're so much better and morally superior than you, it's probably true that they're actually awful fucking people. Right? Because they wouldn't have to prove to everybody how good they are all the time. Right? That's why everybody gets weird vibes from Mr. Beast. Because Mr. Beast is like, I'm doing all these great things, but he can't move his fucking top of his face at all when he smiles, and it's spooky. It freaks me out when I look at him. Okay? Everybody, when you put the camera up and you're like, I gave a homeless person $100,000, and you film it and like it's like woo, and there's explosion noises and shit, everybody immediately thinks you got something going on in the behind the scenes, and that tends to be true, I think. Right? It's very true that the person that is the loudest about a subject matter is usually the person that's guilty of said subject matter. You ever notice how male feminists always get arrested for assaulting a woman eventually? Every single time it's a male feminist that was allied, and then suddenly they assault a woman. Why is it always a weird little male feminist? Because they were posturing for years and they felt like they were owed. And when Ashley is sitting beside you with her fat cheeks and she's like, what's up? And you're like, I believe in all your struggles, Ashley. Okay. I believe in equality and all this bullshit. And Ashley's like, that's cool, bro. And then you're like, all right, let me hit it. And she's like, no. He's like, I am owed this because I am aligned with you. Therefore, you got to let me hit. And she's like, no. So then he slaps her. Right? So like, therein lies the problem. Usually, those people that are hiding behind anime and furry PFPs that keep calling everybody a groomer, those same people, almost every time somebody gets arrested because their hard drive was checked, it was that person. Blue Fold, any of these people. Usually the people who are loudest about a subject matter or an allegation are the ones that are suffering from said allegation or guilty of said allegation. So I'll put that out there right now. Mountain Dew Ramen. The issue isn't social justice. Is how the left in power weaponizes them as cannon fodder so they can vote for the same credit policies their so-called enemies do, i.e. no real anti-war sentiment. Well, I think that's what the left used to be, right? It's very strange. You know what actually is a good point, and this is kind of beside the point, but it reminds me of something I did yesterday. Okay. Yeah, Van Rix. Oh my God. I've talked to several VTubers behind the scenes, and it's so weird to hear their real voice versus their weird little like chibi voice. Thank you, Mountain Dew. So last night I watched Stranger Than Fiction. It's a great movie. I love Stranger Than Fiction. If you've never seen it, it's a fantastic movie. It has Will Ferrell in it, but he's not Will Ferrell-y at all. He's completely normal, which is perfect because I can't stand Will Ferrell when he's being Will Ferrell. I hate that shit. But that being said, okay, it's a great film. And in this film, he meets a woman who is obviously super liberal. And he's from the IRS and he's auditing her. And she's like, I will pay my taxes, but I'm not going to pay a portion that goes to war, the military industrial complex, and goes to bank bailouts and shit. And this movie came out 20 years ago, right? Modern day liberals, and I mean all of them, like, this isn't like a controversial thing in the Liberal Party anymore. They all openly want more taxes, and they fucking come at the idea of more taxes. And it's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Now, what they're saying is they want other people to pay more taxes, not them, though. But they don't understand that the people in power are the elite. Therefore, if you want more taxes, and they vote for more taxes, it's going to be rewritten and only affect the middle class. That's how that works, or the lower middle class. It's not, billionaires will never tax themselves into poverty. It's never going to happen, but liberals think that billionaires, out of the goodness of their heart, for some reason, even though they think they're bad people. So billionaires are evil, right? Millionaires are evil. Leftists think this. But they also think these same evil people will, out of the goodness of their heart, vote themselves into poverty and then help lower class people. Wow! I cannot believe it. You believe this? They're bad. They will never do anything for us. They're corrupt. Also, I think they should do everything for us, and I believe they will, because this politician who's worth $280 million said, let's tax the 1%. Let's tax the 1%. Then they get voted in, and then they just scrape off $200 million on different NGOs. Come on. Come on, guys. And they're all going to do it to you. The only thing you can hope for, is their corruption aligns with you. That's it. So when Trumpy is like, let's boss the IRS, I'm like, let's do it, right? Because that will benefit me, right? But tariffs, don't care. Consumption tax, I won't buy nothing, all right? I will live off of chewing gum and ramen. Jenny with a pink boy! Oh! Jenny, baby back ribs, gets us 200 exactly from Naked Snake. Oh my God. Jenny, I could kiss you on your forehead and tell you everything's going to be all right before I tuck you in at night. Oh, Jenny. Oh, I love you. Everybody tell Jenny you love her. It's required. Why can't I heart her freaking super chat? Okay. Thank you, Jenny. I love you. Billy says also Trump wants to open up Alcatraz. Let's do it. Woo! Let's do it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alcatraz. Let's go. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Okay, well, anyways, the point is context. Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein had a debate. Hassan Piker, I don't know why they even call it a debate, because I don't know if these guys know what debate is, right? So when you actually watch a real debate between people that are like professional debaters, they're calm and collected usually, and they have a calm demeanor, and they will present points, refute points, and have counterpoints, right? And they'll give their definitions and agreed upon definitions before debates start. They'll make their own rules before everything happens and agree to it. Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein's debate, and to be fair, with every Hassan Piker debate I've ever seen, he just screams and calls the other person stupid over and over. And I'm confused because Hassan Piker's, I'm pretty sure in his 30s, but he acts like an 11-year-old girl when he debates. And it's so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch. And also the fact that Ethan Klein's, his Tourette's is so severe, it's kind of hard to watch. And I'm not shitting on the guy. It's just so distracting, and I feel bad for him. Because he's like fucking got severe Tourette's. And it sucks, man. Nothing against that at all. It's just, it's like very distracting when you're trying to be really sucked into it. So you got to like listen to it instead of watching it. But Hassan in the exact same debate, Hassan Piker's like, oh my God, shut up. In his like weird Valley Girl accent. I don't know why, but he has a Valley Girl accent. I've hooked up with a lot of girls from SoCal, and they all sound like that. And also Hassan Piker, for some reason, sounds like that. And it's the grossest shit in the world, because I don't like it when women sound like it, and I definitely don't like it when men sound like it. So when Hassan gets backed into a corner, he'll do the same thing. oh my God, you're so stupid. You're just so dumb. You're so like a bigot and moronic. So stupid. And this happened in this debate. And I started laughing my ass off when I saw it because I remember when I saw the debate was happening, I was like, I guarantee you he does this shit because he did it to Ben Shapiro. And the first clip I saw, the first one that popped up on my feed on Twitter, Hassan, you're so stupid. You're a bigot. You're just so racist. I'm like, oh my God. There he goes again. Here I go again on my own. Slosher, when you ask politicians to tax the rich, they increase income tax because billionaires don't make any money from their salary. Yeah, 100%. 100%. The only way, okay, I hope everybody's listening because no one knows how taxes work. And I feel like it's very alarming when I see a 38 to 45-year-old woman on Facebook not know how taxes work. Like, it's step number one. For example, I saw that Trump, his goal was to not tax anyone that makes under 200 grand, right? Can we all agree that we saw this? It was 150, now it's 200 grand. So Trump's end goal is for no one making $200,000 or less pays taxes on that $200,000. And then I see, no shit, I see full-ass grown adults say, but wouldn't you just make less than 200? And if you made less than 200, you would just negotiate your salary to be less than 200 so you don't have to pay taxes on the 200 grand. And I'm like, wow, these people are mentally ill. When you have a tax bracket of 200 grand and it's 0% below that, it means you pay 0% on 200 grand. And then you pay 20% on every dollar after that. And I don't know why people don't understand that. Oh, if I make 201 grand, suddenly I have to pay taxes? Yes, on 1 grand, not 200. You dumb sons of bitch. Anyways, the only way you can tax billionaires enough that people would maybe say, okay, that's enough, which they never would. You would have to tax unrealized gains, right? So the only way you could do it is because billionaires don't just have money. They keep all their money in investments, right? To avoid paying taxes on it. Okay. They put all their money into debt so they don't have to pay taxes on it, right? So the only way you can tax them at an incredible rate is to tax unrealized gains, meaning that they could have a 300% increase on their investment of $1 million on a certain company without selling the stock, and they would have to pay 100 grand on it or 100% of whatever profit it is without actually having the money, which obviously would trickle down to normal people paying more property tax every single month or every single year or every single quarter and more taxes on everything. And when if your car increased in value, suddenly you have to pay on. It would trickle down to everyone else immediately. And then billionaires would just use another loophole to get out of it. So no, you don't want unrealized gains. No one does. Okay? You don't pay money on money that doesn't fucking exist. That's insanity. And that's actually what a lot of people on the left wanted. They wanted to tax unrealized gains. That's what they wanted. And you're not going to do that shit. Right? Because that's only going to hurt normal people. That's all it's going to do. Right? So the government will come after you if your grandma gives you $100 for your birthday. You don't want unrealized gains. Come on, boys. Thank you, Slosher. I love you. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. All right, let's continue. So, long story short, Hassan Piker, Ethan Klein had a debate, and everybody on the internet agreed that Ethan Klein won the debate. And no one really likes Ethan Klein. So that's how you can take your evidence right there to understand that's likely true. No one likes Ethan Klein. No one likes Hassan Piker. Their audiences probably overlap a little bit, maybe a lot of bit. And their audiences are comprised of 12 to 16-year-old like teenagers. A high percentage of them probably suffer from mental health issues because we no longer medicate that anymore. Or we no longer treat it. We medicate it or over-medicate it with fucking crazy-ass shit. Which tends to lead to violent outcomes, I think. Which is why all the beliefs tend to be radical and crazy and off the fucking wall. So that being said, they kind of have an even playing field when it comes to public perception. So the reactions to the debate are likely going to be pretty legitimate, within reason. And the entire internet agrees that Ethan Klein nuked Hassan into orbit. Now, to be fair, Hassan debates worse than Destiny. Destiny debates nightmarishly bad. I would argue he seems pretty intelligent, but he starts talking fast and getting angry and starts shaking and shit. And that's automatic. You look like you're losing, regardless of what you're saying when you do that. The first rule I feel like in debating is to not freak the fuck out. And Hassan does that shit hard. He starts talking in his Valley Girl accent and screaming. So everybody is immediately like, okay, Ethan Klein won. Well, Hassan's been tripping balls about this ever since. Now, to be fair, I do acknowledge that Hassan is likely just a character. He's not a real guy. And he's leaning into this a lot because, to be fair, Hassan's name being in the news cycle like 5 times a day is likely very important to his income. And I completely understand that Hassan's very worried about his income. He wants more of it, regardless of what he preaches to his chat about socialistic values. He wants more money. He wants more supercars. He doesn't give a flying fuck about anything else. If I got millions of dollars and I bought supercars and you were like, Cody, are you being disingenuous? I'd be like, no, I love money. And I'll tell you to your face, money's cool as fuck. Yeah, supercars crazy. I love supercars. I'm all about it, baby. What's up? You know, very easy to me. Every time Billy drops a Red Boy, I'm thinking about an R8. Every time. Okay? Every single time. So, but these guys, usually extremely successful creators like Pokimane and Hassan Piker, it's never about the money, right? But then as soon as they only get a $10 million contract offer, suddenly they're freaking out on Twitter. I'm worth more than that. Oh, interesting. Shocking. Hot diggity damn. Where's my van? Please stop saying tax the rich, tax the Cody instead. No, please, God. Please. I'm tired. Van Rick says, I thought the left were the champions of the working class. Why wouldn't they want for lower taxes in the working class? Well, that's the issue, man, is I think the left might have been relatively about the working class at one point in time. Definitely not anymore. I don't think either party is really for the working class. That being said, if you say it enough, it indoctrinates people to believe it, right? And if you use your mind and research or pay attention, you'll start to believe those things aren't true. My dad, for example, my entire life growing up, my dad was like a leftist, like Democrat all the way. Because he told me that what my dad told me, and look, I'm not shitting on my dad, you know, this was a different time, 90s. My dad said Democrats care about the poor and Republicans only care about the rich. And I'm like, that's weird. That's a very easy conversation to have with myself. One is obviously the good guy and one is the bad guy. Now, obviously, when I hit like 14, had access to the internet and started thinking, you know, for myself, I realized that that's not entirely true. Now, to be fair, I see 40-year-old people on Twitter all day saying the exact same thing that I believed when I was 12, and it's crazy they haven't moved past that yet. Obviously, neither party really cares if you live or die, let's be fair. Well, the left might care about you living because they want you to pay taxes. But that being said, how could they be for the working class if they are 100% against lowering taxes or getting rid of taxes? They want more government spending. They want you to pay more taxes across the board. That's what they want. Now, the weirdest thing about that is if you cared about your working class, the working class typically is going to be an American citizen, right? That's how that works. But for some reason, I'm going to get my star ID tomorrow because I have to have it for flying, right? If you guys don't know, May 7th is the last day for your star ID. You can no longer fly without it. The government's trying to get some more money, so they're making everybody get this shit. So I'm going tomorrow to get it. I need to bring 6 forms of identification to get my star ID. I have to fill out the form, bring my social security card, my birth certificate, my old driver's license, my 1099, and 2 pieces of mail that are bills to my home to prove who I am, prove I was born, prove I have a social security number, and prove I live within the city lines. Right? That's what I have to do to get a star ID. But for some reason, to vote, bullshit. If I live in California, if I pull out my ID, I get yelled at because it's illegal. How can you reconcile that in your brain? Tectone's the only real one. Based. Tectone is based. Vanrix, thank you, man. Like, can somebody in the chat? I'm sure there's somebody in the chat that's like finds himself on the left, which is totally cool with me. Get a passport. I already got mine ordered. But unconstitutional. I don't think it goes against the Fourth Amendment. But yeah, I mean, I wish it did. But at any rate, how if you find yourself on the left, because I feel like most people, not most people, but a lot of people on the left believe that like ID, you shouldn't have ID to vote for some reason. I don't understand it. But hey, man, whatever. If you believe that, why? Why is it that I need 6 forms of identification to just get my star ID so I can fly? Right? So I can do my job, which is race NASCAR every freaking weekend. I have to fly. But you don't think I should show any identification to vote at all? That's crazy as shit to me. That makes no sense. Why, if you find yourself on the left in the chat, tell me why you disagree. Because that would be really cool to see. Because it's hard to really fathom, right? I've never really heard a good argument for it, other than like hyper racist stuff. Chasson, love the family lot. Smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you, Chasson. Alex Kane, 58 months. Jesus, I'd like to see Hassan Piker and Pokemon deported. Yes. Chasson says it's always about the money. Here, take some. Thank you, baby. 180 till Naked Snake. Wait, that's not right. Yeah, it is right. I can't do math. 180 till Rekieta Snake. Rekieta Snake. I don't like Asmongold. I think he's a grifter, but the guy in a Nazi. Every creator you watch, Vinley. So I think the easiest way to get past grifters, as you will, is to first accept that all creators are grifters. There is no exception to this rule. I am a grifter, right? I am talking about Asmongold right now and Hassan Piker. I am a grifter guy, right? Under the current definition of what is an acceptable grifter on social media, every creator is a grifter, right? Because they're all making content to increase their click-through rate, thus increasing their ad revenue, their average watch time, and their subscriber count. But Tectone is a grifter as well. Tectone is going to get an offer to come to YouTube full-time. So he will lean into it. And I would too, and I do too, because I am also a grifter. You know what I'm saying? And that it depends on the definition of what you consider a grifter. Are you doing this for money? If that is the definition of a grifter, spouting ideals, beliefs, or talking about subject matter to increase CTR and average view duration for the purposes of making more money, if that's a grifter, we all are. Because I am also a grifter. I take off my shirt when we get to $500 in super chats. I am the king of grifter. I am the leader and the all holy, all supreme leader of grifting. And I have done it for 451 streams in a row. Whoo! Thank you, Bentley. All right. Long last name. Hey, my boy. The ultimate grifter, full level. To be honest, Asmon is just a liar. He keeps saying he's a centrist, but he's clearly not. Well, here's how I'll defend Asmon. I'm not a fan of Asmon, but here's how I'll defend Asmon. To be able to exist on social media and to push back against leftist ideals, it almost makes you seem hyper conservative when you're not. For example, I am not a conservative. I lean a little right and I lean a little left, depending on what we're talking about. But I've been called a Nazi probably every day for the last 4 years. Why? Because I overtly don't accept leftist ideals. I can criticize conservative ideals all day, but as soon as I even mention that I'm not okay with like a 9-year-old taking hormones, suddenly I'm a Nazi and need to be killed, right? So that's why I feel like you always appear as a conservative if you don't overtly align yourself with like even radical leftist ideals, right? So, and also to be fair, Asmon watching all the Trump clips, getting 2 million views, an average view duration of 35 minutes. He's making fucking 80 grand per damn YouTube video. I might do the same shit. Let us be clear. All right. Anyways, Asmon voted for Trump in 2016. He did not vote in 2020. He probably did not vote in 2024. I voted for Ron Paul. It's the last time I voted. And yeah, then I was like, I don't care what happens. Holly movie star, I'm against ID. How else to cheat? Be facetious. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. All right. My wife's a grifter, takes all the money. Damn, son. You got it. I know only needed a social security card, birth certificate, star ID. Well, it depends on your state, Mr. Fisto. So where I live in Alabama, and you have to have a 1099 and or a W-2. You have to have a social security card. You have to have a birth certificate, and you have to have 2 forms of mail delivered to your current address, which is within the city lines or the county lines or whatever. And I think that's it. And your old ID. I think maybe I got it already. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I got it already. I'm ready to go. Oh, by the way, like the stream. We're almost 200 likes. What's up? Okay, let's start the show. By the way, we're 160 to Naked Snake already for the 452nd stream in a row. I think it's 457 in a row. Okay. As you know, now since Tectone is speaking out against Hassan Piker, now Hassan Piker is saying Tectone is a sexual predator, because that's usually what you do if you occupy the left. If you disagree with somebody, they're a sexual predator, and then it's found out that you're a sexual predator, right? Harry Sison is a very good example of this. Now, to be fair with Harry Sison, I don't think what he did was like horrible. He's just trying to clap some pissers, right? I'm totally cool with that. Smashing pissers is cool. Bumping uglies is based. I'm totally cool with that. The issue is he occupies a position where you're not allowed to do that, right? Now, I know he claims that that's not how that works, but that is definitely how that works. If you carry yourself as a believe all women, we need to protect women, we need to protect women's rights, and we need to believe all women, and women are the greatest, and men suck. You can't manipulate them into having sex with you. You can't do that. You can't hold the position and then have that action, right? Now, if you're Andrew Tate or somebody like a Chad, like a Chad guy, like a traditionalist Chad guy, and they're like, "We caught you banging chicks," they're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's what I do, bro. That's what," and no one would be able to say anything, right? But when you're like Harry Sison and you're like a little baby face, annoying goober, and you're like, "I love women," and then it turns out that you're actually like hyper predatorial, you can't hold that position, right? So the fact that Hassan Piker is calling everybody a predator and assault and saying all these baseless allegations likely means he has something like that, which, I mean, that wouldn't be shocking for me to find out even a little bit. If news came out tomorrow that Hassan Piker did some nefarious shit with women or men, I would not even be 1% shocked, because he carries himself like that. You can only act out so much until, it starts to kind of seem like you're compensating a little bit for something. But at any rate, May 4th. What the fuck? All right, sorry. May 4th? That was yesterday. All right. At any rate. Hassan says Asmongold is bitch made. which is hilarious considering what Hassan sound when Hassan gets pissed, he turns into a valley girl, which is very strange. All right, but at any rate, they're currently feuding right now, and Hassan Piker wants to debate Asmongold, probably because his name was in the news cycle so much lately that he's wanting to now increase that even more, and he's wanting to debate other people. Now, Hassan, like Destiny, cannot debate even a little bit, but it does get a lot of eyeballs, and that's what they want. That's what they like. As Vinny said, grifters, right? You know, I mean, and look, if I got 100K people concurrent watching me doing some bullshit I didn't care about, I would want to only do the bullshit I don't care about.
Frogan
That's just how that works.
still defends it and plays dumb. I mean, what the fuck? That's why nobody likes them. It's because they're liars and they're gaslighters, and they disrespect the intelligence of everybody who watches them by lying directly to their face and telling them that they can't see what's in plain sight. That's the reason why. Should be banned for Twitch. How do you have a platform still? Oh, you should be more worried about why people are watching it.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to in the beginning of the show. Is the only people that watch this and don't disagree with, say, a Hassan Piker or a Frogan is because either A, confirmation bias, or B, they don't want to because it's more entertaining. It's more entertaining that way, right? And again, people that suffer from mental health issues that just want to fit into a community, if they find themselves in a community like this, they will believe whatever happens and whatever they can believe in the most violently, like, death threat way possible to prove that they belong in that group and to make sure that no one suspects them. You know what I'm saying? Of being disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? As one of Hassan's fan base have the most annoying people to ever exist in the blue trap bubble we live. Oh, I agree, Vinley. I agree. No, Vinley, that's actually a good point, Vinley. So one time I made a video about Asmongold, right? And it wasn't a positive video. Now, granted, it was a comedy. You know, none of my videos are me angry. It's me telling jokes, right? And it got like 85% downvotes randomly one day. And everybody was DMing me like death threats. So yeah, Asmongold's audience does the same thing. But to be fair, every creator that has a large following, they're going to have those people in the audience. The people that suffer from mental health issues, and they have to prove to themselves and everyone else that they belong to the community, and they have to prove it so violently as to not tip off anybody that they may be disingenuous as a reason for them to be kicked out of said group. It's a defense mechanism. People that are sending you death threats as a creator from another creator, the fans that do that, it's a defense mechanism because they're afraid of being caught as a disingenuous Asmongold or Hassan Piker fan. So they have to prove it to themselves, right? People that tend to suffer from that kind of mental illness, the person that they're worried about failing and worried about fucking up is themselves, right? One of the most mentally ill persons I've ever been around, and I think mentally ill has very negative connotations, and I'm not meaning it that way. I'm just saying literal, like, mental health issues. I had a friend back in the day that suffered violently from mental health issues, like so much that they were debilitated. Like they couldn't even move sometimes. And it was because they were so worried about what they thought of themselves and what everybody thought around them. And they would make up stuff that's not even happening. And they would freaking freak out over it and cry themselves to like sleep every night over imaginary scenarios that were not happening. Right? And that's what a lot of people suffer from. It's like the most brutal form of anxiety that can exist and manifest in such a radical way that it's crosses into a mental illness. And people that send people death threats and act that way, they suffer from that. And they're so afraid of people catching them. I have to prove that I belong to Hassan's chat by doing these things. I have to prove it to myself and everyone else instead of just enjoying the content, right? And every community has those people. Donna, for the voting subject, I remember having to sign your name and they compare it to your signature on the registration card. I'll be watching Saturday Top 15. I appreciate you. That would be great. We're trying to get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Donna. I love you. I appreciate you, Donna. 150 to Naked Snake. All right. But at any rate, that's how this works. So Hassan, who, if we argue that he's a real person and not a character, right? If we argue that, then this would be the craziest thing you've ever heard in your life. Okay? Hassan Piker thinks that everyone, okay, everyone who is in any community other than him needs to be put on a watch list. Keep in mind that he openly promotes terrorism every single day. Because remember, if your position comes from a moral standpoint, death is a reasonable means to an end for the greater good. And Hassan holds this viewpoint, right? Hassan holds this viewpoint. The viewpoint that if you disagree, you need to be killed because it will save lives if you die. That's why he promotes terrorism, or that's why he says he does, right? Vinley says, I understand I suffer from generalized anxiety disorder, but I believe both sides in cultivating horrible fan bases. Their content, I believe, is attracting mainly young people and leeching off their prepubescent brains. Oh, I 100% agree, Vinley. I agree. Vinley, yeah, dude, I get it. I have a lot of friends that suffer, strangely enough, from generalized anxiety disorder, and they will trip some balls sometimes. You know, one day, listen, here's a good example, Vinley. One day I can be like, hey, what's up, bitch, to one of my friends that have GAD. And they'll be like, nothing, bitch, what's up? And then 2 days later, I can be like, what's up, bitch, to my friend, the same friend that has GAD. And they will be like, why do you always bully me? Like, I'm going through so much right now and I can barely fucking like stay awake and I can't motivate myself to do anything in life. And you fucking like call me a bitch. Like, what? And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Hold on. Turn your GAD down. Turn your GAD down, baby. Please. Your GAD's showing. Turn the GAD off a little bit. Just saw him bitching. Hassan blocked me from his chat for making fart jokes. Hey, man, it happens. Hey, man, it happens. The GAD. GAD should be stand for the crash out disorder. So, no, but I have a lot of patience for my friends that have GAD because I understand. I get it. I have a lot of patience for them because they going through it. I get it. And every friend I have that has GAD is usually a tiny, like 90-pound, cute female. I don't have a lot of guy friends that have GAD. They're all little bitty women. Maybe they need to gain weight. Maybe it has something to do with weight. I don't know what it is. Go lift some weights, baby. Howdy, Granola Grin. How you doing, baby? Hassan, guy who's universally known for promoting terrorism, says everybody else should be on a watch list, including all people that are not orbiters of.
Dude, this Ock guy is actually. Can we get this guy in here? This guy's.
I think everyone that watches his kick streams should be on a watch list. Everyone that goes to his community should literally be on a fucking watch list. Bro, that's oh my god, that is crazy, dude. Ock on Fortnite Friday, that would go hard. I would watch that. I would want to know.
Hassan just sounds like a Valley girl. That would go so hard. Everybody that watches this needs to be on a watch list, like for sure, though. He's so much. He sounds like a woman on testosterone. I'm sorry. He's just such a little bitch made guy. I love it. I love him. I love Hassan. Let's be honest. I kind of like Hassan Piker because he's so bitch made. It's so cute to watch him. For real. Everybody needs to be on a watch list for real. That hits hard lit, bro. Fam on God. He even has the Gen Z little fro thing. I love it. Fucking love it, dude. On God fam, for real, bro. Lit fire. That's Hassan Piker. By the way, in every single every single thing that Hassan Piker that he says that is derogatory is always about people being predators, assaulting women, grooming women, or being on a watch list without any reason for it. Like there's no like allegation or anything around it. But that's 100% what he's always saying. Is this a projection? It kind of sounds like it could be. It could be. Bentley says, how does he know? Little short kawaii fashion wearing black woman. What the hell's kawaii? Now I should know. I should know. Kawaii, little black woman. Little black woman, kawaii. I like little black woman. I like little every women. I like big women too. Not round. Damn it. Do not misconstrue me. Not round. Absolutely not. Oh, kawaii is just Japanese popular culture. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should know that. I'm a redneck man. No. No. But I like tall girls. I like tiny girls. Neither of them I would like to be round. I can't help it, man. I'm allowed to have preferences. All right. Next one is Hassan Piker. His whole family. Why am I? I'm in bookmarks. I'm like, where the hell am I? All right, next. Let's move on. All right. He can't stop talking about. So, if you guys haven't gathered yet, Hassan and Asmongold have a feud going on right now. Basically, they're feuding conservative audience versus hyper radical left audience. I would not categorize Asmongold's audience as conservative at all. I would say they lean right for sure, like Vinley said. But I would not put it in the same box as like radical left. But I don't like really either of them, but I don't hate them either. Like I said, I think Hassan's fun. I have made the determination today that Hassan's fun. All right. Now, let's continue. We're 160 from Naked Snake, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Oh, by the way, guys. Okay. By the way, do not forget, you can follow me on Instagram. Okay. You can follow me on Instagram. Looking for sponsorship opportunities for small businesses. You can message me on there. Follow me on there. You can message me on there anyway. Don't forget, it's in the chat. Obviously, Camelot321 on Instagram. Don't forget, get it on it, doggone it. And like this stream. We're almost at 300 likes. All right, let's go. So we're going to start off with Tectone, who has been based as hell through this whole situation. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You know, kind of liking it. WoW streamers are far right. You got to be far right. Why? Why? Because what is WoW? Long last name. It is a grind. You have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and do everything you can to go hard, right? You have to work for everything you got in World of Warcraft, especially Classic. So yeah, they're going to be conservative. Chucky says, do you think it's possible that Hassan may not 100% believe everything he preaches, but rather just pick a lane that was not popular to milk it? Yeah. 100%. Yeah, for sure. On my live, stick to Sigma Tectone, my goat will not be washed. All right, Bentley. All right, Bentley, calm down in the chat now, Bentley. Can't have you slandering.
I've been told by an insider that I will be permanently banned from Twitch.
Wow.
Within the month.
Oh, Tectone. Now, see, that's when he needs to go to YouTube and just crash, bro. YouTube and crash. You have people like Billy, okay, dropping $100 super chats in my chat. YouTube's pretty based. I'm gonna be honest. Speaking of based, speaking of grifting, Bentley, we are 150 until Naked Snake. What's up? What's up, Polly Hayden, dude? Been following Dick Tone since the archive. Dick Tone.
For context, this is allegedly for having called this streamer a fat piece of shit.
I will never have any pity for any soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking whom? I hope you get PTSD.
Really? I have been told within this month I will be permanently banned off of Twitch.
I think that if Twitch starts permabanning people like Tectone, they're going to create an organized campaign to let advertisers be aware that their advertisements are being shown on a website for people to think that terrorists should get a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, let's do a little recap of yesterday's clown show, shall we?
Oh my God, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. YouTube is less forgiving than Twitch. There are issues on both platforms. Just keep your nose on the lines. The issue is like Twitch. I've had a ton of viewers on Twitch. And Twitch constantly like refused my partnership application and they paid nothing. Nothing. But is it about the money, Vinley? Yes. Damn it. Yes, Vinley. It is about the money. I gotta pay my mortgage somehow, Vinley. Gotta do it. That's what I have to do in life, Vinley. You got to understand. It's very important to me. It's very important to me. All right. Anyways, let's continue. They banned our boy Ginger. Wait, what? Hold on.
So I ask you for names of the numerous victims of sexual violence
Showing you
on
people.
October 7th. Can't invent rapes. You have not given me any name.
Pixar didn't happen, right?
Prosecute
Really?
all
No,
of the forensic
just
evidence
stop.
that has been
Just
tarnished
stop.
already. There is no evidence
You're
spreading
defending terrorism right now,
falsehoods.
by the way.
10 toes down. Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
I believe what the Houthis are doing to implement a blockade on the Red Sea is a good thing. 10 toes fucking down. What
They
do you think
kidnapped
BDS is,
5
dude? What do you think
totally
BDS stands for?
unrelated Filipino.
And I don't care because I think that
Well,
even if they got some of the
if you
shit
don't
wrong,
ca-
I still think they're on the right side.
Right, let's give him a peace prize. Let's give him a
I
peace
think
prize.
they deserve it.
Yes, absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Do you think he's like an
I love how he's like, they kidnapped 5 unrelated Filipinos. And he's like, I don't care. I don't care. Right? And why does he not care, chat? Because death and torture is a means to an end when your position is morally grounded. Right? Does not matter how many people die. That's a good thing because it's for the greater good. People that think like this are gross and disgusting and need to be yeeted into the goddamn sun. All right, like the Hulk. I think he was yeeted into the sun, right? I don't remember. Pretty sure it was, but that's for damn sure. Look, you don't have a moral position if your moral position is death. I'm sorry. I know that you think you can justify the use of death in that way, but you don't get to decide, boys. The only time you should get to decide is if somebody does something to you that's unforgivable. What do I mean? If my daughter is at the movies and some dude approaches her in the bathroom and does some heinous stuff and it's irrefutable proof, it's on camera, yeah. My guy's going to be drinking through a straw for the rest of his life. And I think I should have that justice completely afforded to me. 100%. But I'm just saying. You don't get to say innocent people deserve to die because you think it will help the greater good. You never should be able to determine that innocent people get to die. No, I'm not for it. Okay. Or it shouldn't be based in morality. You know, I guess I could say I believe in the eggs in an omelet situation, right?
Frank?
What?
Do you think he's like Anne Frank?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely.
I mean, Hassan basically said that it's acceptable and okay to target innocent civilian ships and then take those civilians hostage. You're basically endorsing a terrorist organization at that point. The moment that Amazon sees that Twitch is providing material support of terrorists, that's going to be the end of it. Like somebody's head rolls after that. And like if I was Dan Clancy, I would be really afraid of this.
I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing. 10 toes fucking down. They are on the morally right side.
You notice how he said morally
I've
right
been,
side? What have I been saying the whole stream? If he believes his position is from a moral standpoint, death and torture is a means to an end for the greater good. This is always how this works. It's why people on the left wish death on everybody so often, because they think they should be afforded that right because it's for the greater good and everybody else is evil. Right? Everyone else is evil. Except me. Matt Cisco! What's up, buddy? How you doing, dude? Chase on says, is Rumble an issue? No, I'm live on Rumble, I think. Let me look. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I'm live on Rumble. Yep, we're good. I did not have the chat up. Hey, everybody, I love you. Sorry. I see Joe Schmo, though. Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo. All right. By the way, guys, real quick. That was gross. Oh, fuck. I burped. So, Friday and Saturday, I'll be racing at Kansas. Kansas Motor Speedway. We're racing the Truck Series and in ARCA. In NASCAR. Don't miss it. Turn on Fox Sports. Check it out. All right, let's continue. 140 till Naked Snake. Give on it, down on it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, boys. All right.
Yeah,
All right. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this one, actually.
Okay, Matt.
Let's do this one. I like this guy. Asmongold has fuck you money. I can see him not wanting to mess up for those. Yep. Rumble shadow ban me. No. I agree, Scaly One. I agree, but that's how a lot of people think. That's how a lot of people think. Kimmy Joe. What's up, baby? 50 likes till 300. Get on it, dog on it, boys. Get on it, dog on it. We're a red and a pink from a Naked Snake night already. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Speaking of don't missing it, long last name with 5 gifted memberships. Oh my God. Thank you, man. I love you. It's been a minute, Kumar. It has, dude. I feel like I haven't seen your name in forever, dude. Love you, long last name. Thank you, buddy, for the gifted memberships. You are goated. Night Junkie. Thank you, long last name. We love you, buddy. I love you. I love you. All right, let's pop this one up and let's go. This is gonna give you a good roundabout and a little bit of an update of what's going on and why Hassan is getting absolutely brutally destroyed, and he deserves it. Even if he's disingenuous and is playing a character, he deserves it for that reason as well.
Okay, massive update to the whole H3H3 versus Hassan group situation. So first off, Hassan's moderator Frogan has just been exposed again for making fun of someone else's appearance after playing victim that people call her horizontally gifted. Hassan is finally debated H3H3 and he got absolutely destroyed. There's like 50 clips of him getting...
I don't understand why people are offended when they're called fat when they're fat. That's very strange to me. Like if you're fat and somebody calls you fat, like you're fat though. Like you know what I'm saying? People say I have a giant head all the time because my head is really big. You can look at a picture of me beside any girl, especially like Bentley. If you saw Bentley's head compared to mine, her head would be this big compared to mine. I got a fat head, and they'll be like, "Cody, your head's fat," and I am like, "Yeah, dude, I got a fat head." But some people are like, "If you call me fat, I'm gonna have a fucking meltdown," and I'm like, "But you are fat though." You know, Ashley says I'm not offended when people call me. Shut up, Ashley. I'm tired of your shit. The only thing fat on you is your ass, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You do have a big forehead, Ashley. That's true. All right. Is that what they meant by horizontally gifted? She's horizontally challenged.
Caught lying. It's just embarrassing. Basically got exposed as a complete fraud, hypocrite, and absolute extremist. Even his own followers are in shock that their idol is a complete moron. Then we look at a bunch of reactions to the debate from Asmongold XUC.
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of, okay, so all these people are suddenly realizing that Hassan is actually kind of stupid. Now, to be fair, defending his positions that get him in the news cycle every day is very hard. And the only way he can really defend them is to appear pretty stupid, right? Which is why I think he's playing a character. He doesn't actually believe these things. But that's beside the point, right? It reminds me of when Joe Biden and Trump debated last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I don't remember anything anymore. Pretty sure it was last year. So it was like October, I think, last year, or maybe June, July. Joe Biden and Donald Trump, they had a debate, and Joe Biden was so gone mentally, like he has such severe dementia, he had no idea where he was, and everybody that did not know suddenly knew, right? Everybody that did not know Joe Biden had violent dementia, suddenly in 10 minutes they knew, right? And I think that's kind of what the same situation here is. People probably maybe didn't know because they didn't watch the Ben Shapiro debate, because it was kind of like more a traditional debate that's not kind of streamed in the same format. But the Hassan and Ethan debate was totally streamed in the same format, exposing it to everyone. So Hassan just looks kind of like a dumbass. You know what I'm saying?
Destiny, and the general public. So let's check this out one by one, starting with Frogan.
Oh,
A
cool.
subreddit found an older clip of Frogan trashing another streamer's appearance, Stardust. It's ironic because Hassan and company always emphasize how she's the biggest victim due to people attacking her appearance.
Always a hating ass with ugly eyebrows and no lips coming after you. That's what you have to remember. You look at your haters, and it's an ugly ass with no fucking eyebrows or no lips coming after you. And you're like, okay, like, I'm sorry you're protecting. I'm sorry you're protecting. Aw.
Ooh, I mean, she's definitely right about the projection part, but I don't really see how she gets to play victim here. Like, oh, people are making fun of me. Meanwhile, you sit here and make fun of someone else's appearance. It's just a bit hypocritical, in my opinion. Anyways, we also got a quick update on Tectone, the streamer who got banned on Twitch for calling Frogan calorically enhanced. Tectone says he heard from a trustworthy source that he's about to be permanently banned from Twitch.
I've been told by an insider that I will be permanently banned from Twitch within the month. And if we do, I'll be streaming on YouTube every day. Not worried about it, man. Not worried about it. So I've officially started counting down. I've been told 31 days and I'll be permanently banned. We will see.
Perma-banning Tectone when people like Hassan, Denims, and Frogan are on your website, literal extremists, terrorist supporters, spouting vile stuff every day.
Well, the issue with Twitch is it's nothing to do with policy. It's all to do with popularity and all to do with clubs. Twitch, as long as I can remember, has been a club, right? It's a few moderators and a few people in leadership, and it's all a club. That's all it is. YouTube's a huge corporation. I could ship blood live, and no one's going to really notice. You know what I'm saying? YouTube doesn't really care. You toe the line, you're fine, right? Twitch, on the other hand, the leadership at Twitch is actually friends with the top creators and their acquaintances. So Frogan and Hassan and all these people are friends with the CEO of Twitch. They like know each other and hang out with each other in real life. So yeah, they can do whatever they want. They're not going to get banned. It's not a real platform. It's completely fake. It's like celebrity culture, except it's celebrities pretending to love the poor and pretending to be morally just and pretending that it's a better lifestyle to be poor, but also they're rich and they would rather die than to be poor than to be rich or be poor, right? Actually, it's just normal celebrity culture. Shizzy Wizzy Raid in the chat. Shizzy Wizzy Raid. What's up, Shizzy Wizzy Nut? How you doing, dude? Coming in with the raid. We love you. We appreciate you, Shizzy Wizzy. You are the man with the plan. My boy raids me every day. I don't know why you love me so much, Shizzy, but I love you slightly more. What's up? By the way, Scaly one with a $50 super chat. Thank you, baby. We are 50 likes till 300, by the way. Here's some love because the world is needing a square kick in the nuts. Hell yeah, Shizzy Wizzy Nut. By the way, Raiders, turn on Fox Sports 1 Friday and Saturday. I'm racing in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and doing double duty in the ARCA Series as well that Friday. Also, June 7th and June 8th, I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina for the Game and Geeks Expo. Come see me there, get your tickets, give you a keys. Not really, because I don't want to go to jail. Thank you, Scaly One. I love you, Scaly. We love Scaly here. $100 even from Naked Snake. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Hell yeah. All right. Thanks, Shizzy Wizzy. We love you, dude. We appreciate you. If you're from the Shizzy Wizzy raid, make sure you subscribe and make sure you do something even more important. Make sure you like this stream in honor of the Shiz. Bentley, Aswan needs to stop posting photos inside his house. Bruise, a genuine jump scare. Oh, Hassan, what a goober. I'm glad you're still here, Vinley. I was worried you left. I got really my gad start. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mean to co-opt your shit. I'm just kidding. I love you, Vinley. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have said that.
It's just insane levels of hypocrisy. But anyways, let's move on to the main event, H3H3 versus Hassan debate. And I wanted to start off with this clip of Hassan accidentally admitting that he supports terrorists. Hassan tries calling out Ethan for being sponsored by Shopify, only to realize he's also sponsored by Shopify.
So I want to say, first of all, thank you to Shopify for sponsoring us. I also want to thank
Shopify sponsoring terrorism by way of, well, I guess they sponsor my podcast too, to be fair. So that's not surprising.
Hassan, your stream is live. I don't think you were supposed to admit that you.
Yeah, Hassan's dumb as fuck, dude. Oh, that's pretty funny. Cody, were you in Fort Worth, Texas for NASCAR yesterday? Not yesterday, but I was Friday and Saturday. I don't race in the Cup Series, but I raced in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Friday.
You actually support terrorists, but I mean, if your audience was cool with it, I guess sure. Did Hassan just admit to promoting terrorism? Yes, actually. Anyways, let's get to the debate, starting with H2H3 confronting Hassan about iDubbbz' content cop and how he left out the most important context about people calling CPS on Ethan's kids.
A little bit of a side note. iDubbbz, Ian, took his wife's last name. What? He also cried at the end of the content cop because he said his wife got bullied online and he sobbed. What happened to our king? What happened to our leader? God, I used to love iDubbbz, man. Whew, that sucks. Jesus. I would not be surprised to find out he got his balls removed because balls are toxic. What do you think, Vinley? Think iDubbbz got his balls removed? I think he did. I'm gonna be honest. Save the squirrels, bro. How telling, sick lad. Oh my gosh, it's Irikas. What's up, dude?
You're misrepresenting what I asked you. I didn't ask you, do you think it's okay that people call it CPS? I asked that the video that you participated in, which was a total fucking hit job that used 90% of its clip from an episode of the podcast called CPS Got Called on Me and didn't even include the title of the podcast. Now, do you think that's fair?
I think you should take this up with iDubbbz instead of me.
Okay, sure. Ask me a question.
Editorial. Yeah, I didn't make any of the editorial decisions in iDubbbz' content cop.
Okay, so Hassan basically says that, oh, it's iDubbbz' fault, not mine. Even though we all know you guys were sitting in a room together, jerking each other off, making this content cop together. Hassan, you were literally gargling on his balls, all right? Saying, Ian, please include this in the content cop. Now, if you notice, this is a common Hassan tactic. Hey, guys, it's actually all my friends who I completely support and endorse who did all this horrible stuff, not me, guys. Then Ethan asks him about the swastika in the content cop picture, and Hassan basically says, well, iDubbbz' fault again. Hassan tries to get Ethan on drawing a swastika.
Hassan is kind of based. I gotta look. I'm starting to turn the tide on Hassan. Kind of based. What about the swastika? Fuck it's Ian. He's an asshole. Just immediately, it's like, nope, fuck him. Ain't me, baby. He just immediately just throws his boy under the bus. God, it's funny.
9 years ago in a PewDiePie video, Ethan retorts back, are you going to tell black people to not use the N-word?
You have that much of an issue with swastikas considering you drew one on PewDiePie.
I'm a Jewish man, you fucking moron.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Is anyone in that room Jewish? Was anyone in that room? Did I draw a swastika one time on?
Do you think that Jews have an exclusivity agreement with like being offended or not offended by not the imagery?
And by the way, as a Jewish man, are you going to tell black people not to use the N-word?
Do you think this is an apt comparison?
Yes.
Yeah, Hassan the type of guy to just laugh when you make any good point. And he does this like repeatedly throughout the video. Whenever he knows he's just completely lost the point, he just lets out a laugh or a sigh or something like that. Or he just takes like this really long pause. And honestly, this is a very fair comparison. Hassan himself called the sword a swastika sword. So it's not like he didn't know. He specifically put it there to dog whistle and to piss off Ethan. Now Ethan talks about the racist tier list that Frogan and friends made on Twitch, ranking people from Arab to Jew.
Ask me after this. You defend.
Oh, this was pretty fucking crazy. So yeah, they basically had a tier list. You know how people will have a tier list for like cereal or like hot wings or sauces or like fast food burgers? Well, they did one for just content creators, and the best you could be was Arab, and the worst you could be was Jewish. That's fucked up, bro. Hassan's so washed, Bentley. Chasson says, GamingGeeksExpo.com, promo code Chase20. Get your VIP tickets 20% off and come party with Camelot 331 and other celebrity guests at Raleigh, North Carolina, June 7th to June 8th. Gaming Geek Expo. Love you, boys. Thank you, Chasson. Don't miss it, boys. I'll be there. I'll have a booth. I'll be signing these things right here. You can come pick one up exclusively at the Gaming Geek Expo. They will only be available there. Get on it, doggone it. I'll be signing them with Sharpies. I'll draw your face on it. I'll kiss it. Thank you, Chase-on. They don't. I appreciate you. Exactly $90 for Naked Snake. All right.
You did Frogan's use of the Sabra tier list. What was your opinion on that?
I think that the Sabra hummus tier list is absolutely insane to consider anti-Semitic.
Let me ask you this, Hassan. Here's Frogan's thumbnail for the Sabra hummus tier list. In the F tier is me and Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is not in the tier list. He has never explored or used. Why do you think Ben Shapiro is on the F tier?
Ethan?
Whoa, answer the question.
Again.
What you're dodging?
I'm not iDubbbz.
And obviously, Ben Shapiro is at the bottom is because he's Jewish, and this is a straight up race tier list. And I'm just saying, if you swap the races, it is completely insane. Like, imagine it was white people at the top and black people at the bottom. Like, dude, this would be the most racist thing ever. But apparently, in Hassan's line of extreme politics, it's okay to be straight up racist, right? Now, Ethan proceeds to continue dunking on Hassan, catching him in multiple.
That's also kind of a Frogan mentioned jump scare. That's also kind of a leftist trait too, though. You're allowed to be racist if it serves your purpose, right? Kind of like the reason people are against voter ID. Like the reason that people give you that they're against voter ID is because minorities are not smart enough and don't have access to the internet to be able to find the DMV. But it's morally just, right? But it's extremely racist. It's like, oh, they're actually very dumb, is why. We need to protect them because they're so dumb. And that's the justification. I don't believe that for a second. I think everybody's their own person. And they should be judged, equally. But no, like if being extremely racist serves your position, then yeah, you're allowed to do that from a leftist viewpoint. Same way you're allowed to wish for death from a leftist viewpoint because it's a good means to an end, right? So, in my opinion, right? I think that stuff's gross whenever I hear that. So, I can acknowledge Vinley when stuff's funny for sure.
Couple lies.
He worked with the ADL to make Zionists a protected class on Twitch. Now that is an outright lie.
I don't think it's an outright lie.
I worked with the ADL.
Over it,
sorry. I worked with the ADL. What does that mean?
Yeah, as in like worked alongside. I don't think you're in the ADL.
Really? Oh, that's what you meant when you said I worked with the ADL. I worked beside them, just incidentally together. You didn't mean that I worked with them privately to get people banned. Of course not. Please go. You choose your words very carefully, Hassan.
Of course not, Jays.
Not always. I'm famously.
Okay, we're walking that back. Sometimes I speak out the side of my mouth when I say you work with the ADL. So. Here you are again repeating the lie with Steiny on video.
Partnering with like the ADL and
partnering with the ADL. You want to unpack that one there, buddy? I have never spoken to the ADL. So what does that mean?
I'm not saying you directed the ADL.
Do you know
to take
how
action.
silly you
Well, actually, you know what? I am kind of saying that. I am implying that you directed the ADL to take action.
Well, that's a defamatory claim that has zero proof.
Yeah, so Hassan is basically like, yeah, I lied. What are you going to do about it? I'm just going to continue lying. Like, what a disgusting person. You just straight up made up a fact and continue lying about it.
I think Hassan just says whatever is going to get like a rise out of the chat. I don't think Hassan believes anything. And Hassan knows he won't face any accountability because he has enough money to where if a lawsuit did happen and a very, very big lawsuit that he definitely can't win, he could just settle out immediately. So he doesn't really have anything negative to think about. To be fair, paying a little bit of money to stay in the press all the time and skirt lawsuits, it might be more beneficial,
Never worked with the ADL. That's just crazy that you can say that and get away with it with no consequences. Now Ethan confronts Hassan on his Destiny obsession.
So do you want to tell me what is your evidence that I work with or talk to or have any association with at all with Destiny?
What?
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 What? What? The guy
know,
that I talk
had
about
to-
fucking obsessively 100 times a day, that is like basically like the Antichrist, the Lord Voldemort in my community. Yeah, you accuse me of working with him, knowing him, talking to him. What is your evidence for that?
Oh, thank you for asking.
Oh, you're very
Not
welcome.
only is there video footage of you corresponding with someone in your Discord that literally aligns perfectly with Destiny's own Discord, offering clips for you to pull.
That sounds like a stretch.
You've also used used clips that are unlisted called Hamasabi
Yeah.
when making arguments about my virulent anti-Semitism from
I pulled a
unlisted
clip.
link that came from a Destiny fan account.
So that's your
But
proof that I
also-
work with
but that's not
Destiny.
Right, so once again, Hassan just makes up a lie because he feels like it. Basically, he wants to taint Ethan's reputation here by associating him with Destiny, because obviously Hassan's community really hates Destiny, so they won't listen to a word he says if they think that they're connected in any way. So Hassan just makes up this lie and gets away with it, refuses to correct the record, even when confronted. I mean, this is so ridiculous.
What's up, Layla? Yeah, I 100% agree. Vinley says he has a very persuasive and somewhat manipulative way of speaking. Well, I think it's because he's typically attractive. I think that helps a lot. The issue with the Destiny situation is Destiny seems almost like an industry plant, and the reason I say that is because the ideals he believes are outlandish. He has a very hard time defending them, and he's kind of gross. He makes my skin crawl, especially after all that porn came out of him. It just makes my skin crawl. Look, nothing against it, it's kind of gross. Well, he's just a little too gross. Like the guy's and he's like looks like he looks like a weeble wobble. He's like incredibly like skinny, fat, and out of shape and disgusting. And he's also like doing all this gross porn. So it's kind of weird. So yeah, that's just kind of a personal opinion, I guess. Now, as far as I don't really, it's hard to watch him because he obviously looks to me, in my opinion, that he has an extreme amphetamine addiction. And me being somebody who has seen that in my family and other things, it's kind of hard to watch him talk and always have like every trait from like extreme stimulant abuse. So it's kind of hard to watch because I'm like, it kind of like, it's kind of it's just hard to witness, He's skinny fat. Yeah. I feel like Destiny is generally struggling, Bentley. For sure. I agree with that.
It's like you can say and do anything as long as you have a bunch of mentally ill followers. Then Ethan calls out Hassan's gaslighting.
Your criticisms are in your own mind. Like you have hallucinated an
By the way,
alternative reality.
gaslighting, anti-Semitic trope, this is what dog whistles are. You whistle to other people and it's subtle enough that you have plausible deniability so that when you get accused of being anti-Semitic, you can call the accuser crazy, which is exactly what you're doing. You are a anti-Semite and you've been caught out 3 different times.
Yep. I know I have a friend that does that. Always has plausible deniability because they always choose their words very carefully when they're talking. That's pretty fucked up, Salty. I love it. Thank you, man. Same thing with Asmon. I don't want to pry into Asmon's life, but he seems like he suffers from a form of depressive. Oh yeah, I think he's actually said that before. He definitely does. I mean, I feel like the only way you can actually be a hoarder, like a legit hoarder, and like not clean and not take care of yourself, like hygiene wise, you have to be suffering from depression, right? And that actually, weirdly enough, talking about generalized anxiety disorder, that's something that kind of manifests in that as well. There'll be, a lot of depression there, and it will manifest itself in like demotivation, making it hard to keep a job, get a job, press forward, stay driven, stay active, right? So I think that all is kind of like mixed in together. So for sure.
Calling me crazy for very viable examples of anti-Semitism that you should at least be able to admit are at least not insane. Maybe a misunderstanding, but not insane. But no, according to you, they're all hallucinations. So go ahead and tell me why you're not dog whistling.
Yes, because people having an issue with your statements.
Oh my god, dude, the way he talks, what a condescending douchebag. And Ethan completely nailed it here. Hassan just uses other people to achieve his goals and then pretends that he has nothing to do with it, right? Like, oh, the people called CPS on Ethan's kids, I completely disavow that, guys. But also, I support the people who did that, and I support Denims, and I support Bad Empanada, who openly contributed to that call and openly harassed Ethan. Now we get to a very disgusting part. I probably can't even show most of this, but Hassan spends like 20 straight minutes denying women's trauma and saying that SA didn't even happen. I've never seen someone this desperately defend terrorists R-wording women. Like, it's just crazy how unhinged this guy is.
What do you mean?
I know exactly what he was planning to do.
You literally
and yet I couldn't do anything to prevent.
What's up, Fug Man? Hey, anybody? Fug Man. Bogman. By the way, we're $90 until next snake.
Wait, pause it for a second.
No, listen to what she has to say, Hassan.
Ethan, I don't
Hassan, don't
disagree with
silence
this.
her.
You
Let her
literally
talk.
mentioned me.
No, because you're acting like this never happened.
What am I supposed to do in the situation when there are no victims that have come forward?
4 victims just gave
speculation is that
first-hand
the
testimony.
victims
I read it to
probably
you.
died, but there's no forensic examination.
Pixar didn't
there has
happen.
been no justice for
What do you
these
think the odds are
victims
that people are
in
getting
the-
massacred by Hamas?
on October 7?
What do you think
due
the
to fact
probability
that
is?
the government completely
I'm cracking
ruined.
beer.
By the way, Hassan is asking for pics or it didn't happen in a literal war. Hassan, believe it or not, you can't actually go to court in the middle of a war and arrest the people who are essaying women. Like, pause, guys, pause the war for a second. Stop bombing, guys. Stop for a second. We need to get video evidence of essay for Hassan, guys. He literally sees several women speak out about it, and he's no doubt seen the video evidence of it happening online as well. And it's like, nah, actually, I like the terrorist. I mean, they call me Hamas Piker for a reason, baby. Essay is completely fine as long as it happens to people I disagree with.
Yep. I feel like people that find themselves on that side, yeah, they'll say that for sure. 100%.
Politically, actually, not even disagree. Ethan actually agrees with like 95% of what Hassan thinks here. So Ethan literally supports Palestine. So this is how Hassan treats you when he disagrees with you, like 1%. Anyways, then Hassan tries to guilt trip Ethan, saying that you ruined iDubbbz this Creator Clash 3 and charity event, and we made whole videos on that. Obviously, it was not Ethan's fault.
His entire Creator Clash is in ruin. The event is going to be fucking absolutely canceled. He's probably not even able to reimburse most of the fighters for the time they trained. How is that not a train wreck?
Ethan,
I'm just saying.
I am not iDubbbz. I don't care about your petty vendetta against iDubbbz. Play the
video
clip.
How I see Israel. Because
You're
you
in the
see
video.
that when you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking
Yes, you ruined a charity event. I hope you're proud.
Here's the facts. Ethan did not ruin anything. You and your friend group ruined this charity event because you are so extremist and so unlikable that the general public, after seeing this drama online, decided not to support this event and use their time and money elsewhere. It's not Ethan's fault that people realized what a massive scumbag you guys actually are. And if iDubbbz didn't release the...
It's like SA is okay. Death is okay. Racism is okay if you disagree with me, but also shame on you for ruining a charity event. It's like you don't even have a moral compass anymore. Where is your... No one even knows where the morality lies anymore. Right? What's up, Jacob Whitley? How you doing, baby? Agree, Vinley, yeah. For women, they want our birth certificate to match our license. For women, they want our birth certificate to match our license. What are you talking about tomorrow? Do chronic. Stop for 1 second. Wait, this suit used to fit Ian. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Beep. I think tomorrow's talking about like voter ID, right? So here, I've heard this like question posed before, because I don't think politicians and people that are not in favor of voter ID, it's because of the few women that their like name might be different or their last name might be different, which would prevent them from voting. I don't necessarily I don't necessarily think I believe that. Also, I also think that given the fact that if that became a mandate federally, I'm pretty sure there would be a workaround or a process to validate marriages and last names. I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty easy. I am quite possibly, or I am completely confident that the reason they're not in favor of it is because millions of people can be busted into different swing states to try to win elections. You cannot tell me that there are politicians on Capitol Hill right now that openly call for the genocide of other people and they continue to have their seat in America. Right? Thousands upon thousands of Somalians vote for like random Congress people that have the worst opinions on earth. Not the Somalians, the Congress people themselves. Right? And I think that's an issue. So, yeah, I don't think that's an issue. It's definitely like, and if that was the case, right? If that was the case, why can every other country do it? Including countries the left kind of likes to, put on a pedestal, but America cannot. Why is it that Denmark, Sweden, Finland, any place in the UK, any place in the Middle East, any place in Asian countries, how come they can vote and be married and have different names, but America can't figure it out? Yeah, I don't really buy that. Why are we the only first world country that exists that doesn't have voter ID laws? We just not smart enough to figure it out? Thank you, Duke Chronic.
The content cop and start this whole thing, the event would probably be fine. And honestly, you guys don't have a good track record. I don't imagine it would earn anything anyways because the last one lost $250,000. Now Hassan tries to defend that time when he said he has no problem with a terrorist group.
Don't you think saying you have no issue with Hezbollah makes people think you're pro-terrorist?
I don't care that people think this. It's ridiculous.
So are people valid for thinking you're pro-terrorist?
Do you believe the state? Do you believe the State
Answer,
Department's designation for
answer the
terrorism is
question.
valid?
Is it reasonable for people to think that you are pro-terrorist when you say I have no problem with Hezbollah?
Do you believe
Whoa,
the State
answer the
Department's
question.
designation
You
for
gotta answer that
terrorism is
one.
valid?
You answer my question and I'll answer yours. Are people valid?
Ethan,
and
you
considering
rely heavily on
Can you
your
answer?
audience not really
Can you
understanding
please
the
answer my
terms that you
question?
are using.
Let it be
okay?
noted you are
When you
dodging-
say the
Oh my
face
God,
to
bro,
talk
you're
about
doing it
these
again.
issues,
Hassan actually answer a question challenge. 100% impossible. This absolute idiot cannot answer a single question. This is the most pointless debate, man. Hassan, when confronted on his lies and extremism, just talks about some random other shit.
If you cannot answer a question, it's because you're wrong. It's pretty easy. Now, like, I think the 101 like debate like rules is if you scream, freak out, start calling people names, or dodge questions, it's because you're losing. And he does all of those things in this debate. Debate. I will put in quotations.
Over Ethan refuses to answer the question.
I'm saying your community
Bro,
is
Reddit-
responsible for this participating in this harassment campaign. Why did you criticize XQC for not moderating his chat when you called in?
Ethan,
Why
I can't believe you
did
would,
you
I can't
criticize
believe you would bring this up.
XQC
Here, let me tell
for
you,
not
okay?
moderating his chat?
An argument with you in that conversation
think
where
that
I said
Hassan
there's
absolutely
not, there's
weaponizes
not
his
anything
community.
I can do.
He does it
was
all the time
literally
when he
because
tweets
of the way
negatively
you
at
were
people
presenting
while he's
yourself.
on
In the
stream.
conversation,
Hassan's chat is like the most toxic place in the universe. You could like make out with a venomous snake and you'd still have less poison than spending a second in that chat. And I feel like he absolutely enables all of the harassment. His insane psychotic community of unemployed losers will do absolutely anything to ruin people's lives that is against Hassan. Now Ethan talks about Bad Empanada, the guy who threatened to kill Ethan's wife in a video game.
Who's like you.
So you do have a problem. You do have a problem with
Matt Lieb
Jews
specifically. Yes,
that you don't like, and you are quick
I
to
have a
call them
problem with
capos.
Matt Lieb, who's platforming Bad Empanada. Yes, clearly. Is there you don't like Bad Empanada? You understand? A year ago, you were talking about how crazy he
Yes,
was.
but I'm not.
But suddenly, when he
Here's the
starts talking
difference.
about me,
Here's
he's
the
your
difference,
best friend.
Ethan.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think Bad Empanada is insane. But you know what? I also
And all of a
always
sudden,
say?
you love his videos. Why is that?
Bad Empanada.
Why do you
and
love
I've
his videos
maintained this
suddenly?
position- I've
Before
maintained
you
this
pledged never to
position-
watch his videos on stream. Why do you love them now?
Oh, because he did not want me reacting to his videos.
That is
Initially,
insane, pathetic,
No,
bold-faced
that's
lie.
what it is. No, he said
You literally
I have,
pulled. Oh
I
my
have,
God!
I
dude.
have YouTube essays, especially when it's issue specific, are actually very instructive.
Then why are you watching one
very
called
informative.
Ethan Klein as a Zionist baby killer? Why are you watching that one? Is that part of his master body of collection? Is that part of the Criterion collection there, buddy?
Once again, Hassan just avoiding.
Look at Hassan. He has no idea how to answer questions. He's like, fuck. Like every single question, Hassan just smiles and smirks and he's like, oops. Every time. Like this dude is cooked as hell. Cooked as hell. It's crazy, man. Ethan deserves the right to be mad. And not gonna lie, his name is being dragged, his family's being threatened. Sure, yeah, sure. Yeah. Real quick, 10 likes from 300. And by the way, $90 in super chats from Naked Snake. It's possible. We're ready. We're willing. And we're able. Get on it, doggone it. Big shout out to the guys that are contributing so far. Scaly. Just on the Dawn. Jenny with a pink boy. Ashley. Billy. All these beautiful people. Thank you guys so much. We're almost there. We're 90 away. Get on it, doggone it. All right, let's continue.
All accountability. Like, I watch his videos on stream, I endorse everything he says and does, but actually, guys, he's kind of insane, and I actually don't support him. But I will also promote him if he's shitting on Ethan. Like, how bad faith can you be?
Why does Bad? Okay, it is good. Why does Bad Empanada role play hunting Ela and killing her in video games?
Have I ever said that I think that's appropriate?
I think no, of course not. But what you are doing is endorsing this guy.
The content that I'm consuming from a guy who I do think is doing well-sourced, well-researched YouTube essays who also happens to be a fucking freak.
Yeah, guys, it just happens that the absolute freak psychopath is on my side, so I will actually promote him, guys. So Hassan here essentially just admits that he will support anyone that is against Ethan and that is with his politics. It doesn't matter if they're terrorists. It doesn't matter if it's people calling CPS on his kids. It doesn't matter if it's the worst human scum like Bad Empanada. As long as Hassan can profit, he will use it and promote it. Actual disgusting clown, but it only gets worse. Hassan makes one of the most insane comparisons you will ever see.
That is that is a very good point to bring up. So we're all grifters, right? That's kind of what I explained earlier. But the fact that Hassan will promote the most heinous shit possible to get more eyeballs, to get more stories written about him, so he can appear in the news more, therefore to make him more ad revenue and more profit. But his ideals are all based in like a socialist society. It's almost like the worst possible thing you can do. You're right. Like he's the complete opposite of what he should be doing. Right. And speaking of the complete opposite of what he should be doing, the Norwegian Krogans went up in value, I think, because that gets us to Naked Snake in one hit. It is 1,000 Norwegian Krogs! Oh, Chris McGough, he's here. And he's queer. What's up, buddy? How you doing? My boy Chris McGough is back. He's the man with a plan coming on with the 1,000 Norwegian Krones. Thank you so much, Chris McGough. I love you, dude. We appreciate the Chris McGough here. I agree, Doug Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Right there with you. I don't really like Ethan, but God, Hassan makes me want to die. Hassan makes me want to die. Because he's so disingenuous and gross. You know? Thank you, Chris McGough. I love you. I appreciate you. Get the hell on it, diggity doggone it. Now that puts us exactly 490 from Fight Milk. What's up? Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. 5 likes from 300. Hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good jazz. For Kristen McGough, in honor of Kristen McGough, we love you. We appreciate you, Kristen McGough. You are the GOAT. You are the man. You are the myth. You are the legend. And you got a great back, great legs, great forehead. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Chris McGough. Love you, dude. Appreciate you, buddy, for always being supportive of your boy here. Thank you.
See, he compares a Houthi terrorist pirate to Anne Frank.
You still agree that he's just like Anne Frank?
Did you not hear what I asked you?
I'm just summarizing.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Anne Frank died before she could resist. But if she did, I would never hold that against her.
Killed in a concentration camp, you psychopath.
But if she
was exterminated with her whole family. Her dad's the only one that survived and recovered her journal. Are you mad?
Either, Ethan, right? Would you hold that against her? Would you hold that against her?
I wouldn't hold it against her, but she wouldn't be the same historical figure that said, despite my family being killed in concentration camp and everyone being murdered, I'm still a pacifist that sees the good in people. What's so confusing about that? Not kill Zionists, not nuke Israel, not a pike through Zionist assholes.
I can't believe we're once again discussing the posts of a dude in Yemen.
You really like to do that.
Years old.
Yes, just a guy from Yemen, guys. A guy who bombs ships and kidnaps people.
That's so weird. Hassan said he was really impressed by that guy and really inspired by that guy. But if you bring up a point that's fucked up, he's like, oh, that's just a young kid that's stupid. What a strange guy. What a strange guy. Speaking of strange guys, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram so we can get to 20,000 followers on Instagram. It's right there. Click it. Click the link in the chat. Hit follow. You can message me on there if you want to. I'm not very good at conversing, though. Ask Chasson the Dawn. What an odd thing to say. Thank you, Chris McGough, again. We love you, buddy. We appreciate you. Thank you. The Norwegian Krones are on fire tonight. Everything on your side is looking all right.
That are unrelated to the war. Just a guy, guys. You know, Luffy from One Piece that threatens to impale people on Twitter. Says death to all J, death to America. You know, just definitely a guy that's not a terrorist, guys. He's actually a victim. He's actually Anne Frank. Whatever. Give this guy the Nobel Peace Prize, actually. He's resisting against the oppressive force. Don't you understand? Now, this next part is absolute gold. Ethan basically just confronts Hassan on his claim that Hila should have just gone to prison instead of enlisting in the army in mandatory service.
Hassan, you say that Hila could have gone to jail and done a conscientious objection instead of joining the army. Why do you pay taxes?
What?
Why do you pay taxes to the United States
This is
government?
your big argument, Ethan?
Answer the question.
That I pay taxes and I'm morally culpable? I know. That's why I try to
Why don't
fight
you go to
against this
jail?
goddamn government
Why
doing
don't
this
you
shit every
stand up for
day.
your hold on? Why don't you stand up for your principles and go to jail for it?
Because it would not actually stop, okay? It would not actually stop.
Yeah, kind of like Hila refusing to do mandatory service at age 18 and not going to jail for it will not change anything about what the IDF does. You absolute freaking moron. So let me get this straight. Hassan wants other people to go.
Rules for thee, right? Rules for thee. Hassan's the kind of guy that will tell you money's not everything and you should not focus on that. But he wants money more than anybody else, and he wants supercars, and he wants designer clothing, and he wants supermodel girlfriends. But not you, though. You shouldn't focus on that because that's not what it's all about, right? That's common predator behavior. You'll notice that every billionaire and celebrity will tell you that. You shouldn't worry about that. It's like, okay, then why do you? It's like, you shouldn't. You shouldn't worry about that, right? Right? That makes a lot of sense. You go now. All right, Bentley. Well, I love you. Appreciate you, Bentley.
Go to jail to fight for some cause, but he won't actually do it himself, you know? So obviously Hassan hates America, hates the government, hates that they're funding this war and stuff, but he still pays taxes. Fight for what you believe in, Hassan. What the hell? If you're really noble, you'll stop paying taxes and actually go to jail. Oh wait, it's actually not that easy, you absolute flippin' bobblehead. Now finally Hassan realizes that he's completely lost the debate, and he does the classic Hassan tactic, screams and calls the other person racist.
Yeah, this is where he says you're stupid and you're racist over and over, just like he did to Ben Shapiro.
Hassan crashes out and does his classic bit. You freaking racist piece of shit.
By that, we did not leave Iraq because we were
it's
Zionists. We
not-
left because we were no longer safe.
Iraqis are not Palestinian. You fucking moron. You racist piece of shit.
What?
Because Iraq and the pan-Arabic
They
nationalist
left-
movements that arise out of
You are
Zionist
out of your
violence
mind.
is not about Palestinians.
Okay, so
You
what did the
cannot make
Jews
this
in Iraq
comparison.
have to do with
Zionists
Israel?
are the
You
ones who
bigot.
actually fucking
You are
terrorize the
so out of your
Palestinians.
mind.
Oh my god, dude, this is wonderful. Like, I love this. I love seeing Hassan just lose his mind. I've never seen someone melt down this much. The second he realized that Ethan completely destroyed him, you know, everybody's against him, everybody's realizing he's being exposed as a fraud, he's like, Ethan, you racist piece of I mean, it is just sad, man. Grown man in your 30s behaving like this. Yikes.
That's my thing. It's like, imagine like being in your 30s or almost 40s and you're screaming like a valley girl.
The next part, Ethan makes a very good point. He says you need to be empathetic towards all human beings. If you dehumanize people, you end up being extremists like Hassan.
That he would laugh
Your
at you.
failure
Do you not understand?
to acknowledge
I know
the
you're trying to
trauma
fucking
of
flip
both
farm here,
groups
but you
is the
don't
reason
understand.
why
It's a-
you are a radical fucking propagandist liar. Both trauma needs to be acknowledged by both groups. There's two things that need to be true for this ever to be resolved peacefully.
You're right. I'm
Palestinian
sorry.
self-determination
Israel should keep
and,
doing
the,
a
and
genocide.
Israelis' right to have secure
Israel-
borders.
Zionism
As
was
long
a-
as you
was an
ignore that, there
inevitability.
will
You're
always
right.
be war. Palestinians will always die, and you will continue to make money from it.
Yep, that's basically what I've been saying this entire time. Hassan and his friend group do not care about the Palestinian cause or the war at all. They just want to extract more money from their viewers. If you're a Hassan viewer watching this, he is absolutely playing you like a fiddle. And I hope to God one day you will actually see it. This guy sits in his
Elizabeth says, or Ashley says, is wrist okay? Yeah, he has severe Tourette's. Railway Nation, what's up, buddy?
$3 million mansion pretending to care about all these causes. Meanwhile, he buys a Porsche while you remain broke and angry, and he weaponizes you. He uses your anger, uses you as an attack vehicle to do horrific things. It's just sad, man. I feel like you should not be manipulated, you know?
Always remember, Hassan, that when people criticize me, I watch it on my stream by myself live, unlike a made coward like yourself who needs someone to hold your hand, make all the excuses in the world to avoid any single criticism, any response. You, my friend, are a coward, and I am the fucking legend that responded to it live with zero hesitation. But you know why? Because I'm not a liar. I don't have to think about the shit that I say and justify it. You lie. That's why you can't do it, because you'll get caught in those lies.
This was the worst day in Hassan's life. I don't think he ever expected to get this absolutely destroyed. I don't think he'll ever debate anyone ever again. And now I kind of see.
Except he wants to debate Asmongold now. Even though he cannot literally answer a single question, and he just starts screaming like a maniac. Like an absolute maniac. Art the Clown. What's that D-Day doing, man? How you doing, baby? I watch Cody Zia and Lawyers. That's all you need. That's all you need in your life, baby. That's all you need. 90 likes from 400. Also, a couple hundred from Fight Milk. Thank you again to my boy Chris McGough. Love you, dude.
why he was so desperate and coming up with any excuse to avoid this debate. Now, somebody also caught that Twitch staff was simping in Hassan's chat during the debate. Like, Ethan is being so freaking disingenuous. How long has this been going on now? Hey, Tectone, maybe this guy banned you. Could be. And this just shows how biased Twitch actually is. Now, as for who won the debate, Asmongold's chat is saying Ethan, and I'm pretty much the entire internet is saying Ethan, unless you're a radical Hassan viewer, obviously.
But I think that overall, I think Ethan did come out on top with this debate, and I think that he did look better. And I think that especially with like a lot of the clips and the things that Hassan ended up saying, like for example, I mean, Hassan basically said that it's acceptable and okay to target innocent civilian ships and then take those civilians hostage, and it's a means of negotiation or some type of pressure. Now, in my opinion, I mean, you're basically endorsing a terrorist organization at that point. I mean, this is terrorism. I mean, if you look at the definition of it, that is terrorism. And so I don't know what's going to happen with that. Should Hassan be banned for that? I think that if you make a liberal reading of the TOS, it's undeniable that that would be the case.
I mean, let's be honest, Hassan is never getting any actual consequences on Twitch. The only thing he will be getting is a hand job from the Twitch moderators.
Like anybody who watched that debate and thought that Hassan didn't look like a moron and didn't look bad, you've been completely ideologically captured. But I've never seen somebody play more defense for in my life. Never in my life. It was impressive.
Isn't Hassan supposed to be on the believe all women side? Like, what happened to that? Anyways, after this, Hassan...
That shit has been out the window for a while. The believe all women thing lasted for about a year or two. Yeah, then another movement that kind of clashed with that idea happened, and now that's gone forever. Or for at least a little while, for sure. Ginger, you're a bitch. Give them God at the end of the blade. He should never be allowed to upload or stream videos again. Who, Hassan? Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if I believe in deplatforming. I think what is happening currently is probably the best thing that can happen, and that's people kind of waking up to the idea that he's really disingenuous. He definitely doesn't believe all the things he says, and if he does, he's legitimately like clinically insane, right? So, Amber Turd started to believe all women movement. I think it hurt it really bad, John. But another movement happened that really like completely took away the idea of like women, you know what I'm saying, and replaced it with something else, and it completely nuked anything that has to do with like women, right? So unfortunately. So anyways, that being said,
Hassan reacts to the aftermath and everyone thinking he lost the debate. He just melts down.
But 100% Ethan was more grounded and you were rambling. 26 month subscriber. Bro, this is literally the profile of a type of person that is the Ethan Klein head. So in the upcoming days, you will see an endless sea of brigaders who are like, Ethan was so calm and kept his composure the entire time. And my Twitch chat will absolutely be brigaded to oblivion with people going, he was so intelligent. You got owned, little bro.
That's right. Everyone who thinks I lost the debate, they're all brigaders. They're all haters. They're just these random hateful people. Whatever helps you sleep at night, man. Anyways, here's XQC's reaction.
my favorite part is how he checked how long the person's been a member, and he saw it was 26 months, and he kind of like owned himself. It reminds me of the people that like tried to get that telescope to prove the Earth was flat, and then they accidentally proved it was round, and we're like, oops. It's like the same exact thing.
One-sided war zone. The shit that people type in that mother sucker's box is awful. Almost everything that people are very strong about, opinions about, if you were to reverse the roles on any of these topics, if they would be permanent, not in his chat, on the platform, you reverse these takes, you replace the, let's say it's Jewish or whatever, with another component, any other component, they would get banned off the platform legitimately.
Hassan, I think, got massively exposed. No offense to Ethan, but this is a guy who does a comedy podcast or whatever versus Hassan, who does politics for 12 hours a day.
And he just gets destroyed by Ethan on
he should
political
be
knowledge.
able to run circles. He should have like 3 facts for every single random thing. Hassan didn't know anything.
Now click this video or you have to go on a date with
Based. Destiny being based as well. Everybody being based today except Hassan Piker, unfortunately. Every single person. It's a very sad time to be alive. Got a half-speed XC. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. All right, let's move on. That's a long one. I like that. That was fun. We hit Naked Snake. Big shout out to Chris McGough in the chat for his 1,000 Norwegian krones. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Appreciate you, dude, so much for your support today. Beautiful, man. Beautiful support. Don't forget, guys, we were at where is it? We were at Texas last weekend for the Texas race. Had a lot of fun, dude, racing in the NASCAR race out there. We'll be in Kansas this weekend. We were real fast. We finished 19th. We should have finished 14th. I got a penalty on pit road because I'm a stupid bastard. But it's all a learning experience, and now I'll never make that mistake again. So I basically drove through too many pit boxes, and I didn't think you could do it on the way in, not the way out. So at any rate, we got a penalty, but we survived. We finished 19th. We did a good job. Moved up in the points, and we're going to Kansas this weekend. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So it'll be a lot of fun. So don't miss it. Be on Fox Sports 1. Fox Sports 1. It'll be a lot of fun. Very, very excited for that one. And I'm waiting for pictures to come in. I took my headshots for the NASCAR 25 video game. And I feel like they look pretty chadly. Pretty excited. So hopefully that goes well. The game should be out, I think, in September. I think it's in September. So we'll see what happens there. And I'll be posting a lot of content from the race tomorrow. Because I think I'll get access to everything tomorrow and I can start posting everything. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see because I got a lot of good pictures, man. Got a lot of good pictures from Texas. And I might play Oblivion tonight. Kind of looking forward to that. Oh my gosh. I'm screaming in this picture, smiling in this picture. All right, that's cool. Thank you, Blue Neptune. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you, Bakafer. Hell yeah, dude. It was fun, man. Like the pictures of me in booty shorts. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't wear the skirt. I feel like I got really lucky there that you didn't wear the skirt. I feel like I dodged a bullet there. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Ashley for all the super chats today. Chesson, Scaly, long last name. I love you. Donna Egbert, all my people. Holy movie star. Damn Nev. I didn't read this, damn Nev. I'm sorry, buddy. Nobody can race better than Cody because he's the best racist. Thank you, damn Nev. I apologize, damn Nev. I did not read that. I don't think I did. I love you, though. I love you. I appreciate you, baby. All right. What else we got? I'm making sure I didn't miss any super chats. Social justice. Mountain Mr. Cage. Did not like to pick you. Jeremy. Good run at Texas. Iowa. Kate the Swish. Sam. Hi. Billy Hatcher. Mr. Blackstar. Billy Hatcher. Cripple Snorlax. Got them all. All right. Making sure I got all the super chats. What's up, European Brotherhood? How you doing, buddy? I took it easy because we're besties. Oh, at least there's that. At least there's that, man. Go WoW hardcore. Shit. I like WoW Classic. I ain't playing no damn hardcore. You crazy as hell, baby. You's crazy as hell, baby. You think I'm gonna play that bullshit? I ain't trying to play that bullshit right now. I don't think I want to play that bullshit. Narco Wiki. Are they putting the Cyberfrog car in the game? No. They're putting the Timcast car in the game. So, yeah. Slosher, professional racer, amateur races. Thank you, Slosher. Appreciate you, dude. Alan Jones says, item ahead out. Thank you, Alan Jones. Appreciate you, buddy. Love you, dude. Appreciate you, buddy. Love you, man. Thank you, Slosher, my Canadian friend. Thank you. What's up, Makuda? The frog car. The frog car would have been cool, but the issue with the frog car is like, you know, whatever sponsor is paying is going to be the one that goes in the game, right? So like everything you do is a selling point. So it's like a team, any other team, and they're like, oh, they ran a really, really cool PPG scheme last year, but PPG don't sponsor them anymore. It's not going to be in the game, right? Does that make sense? Go to the Swiss. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. It's like the perk of being a sponsor. You're basically partnered. So anything that happens, right? K to the Swiss. Love you, dude. K to the Swiss. Donates $5, refuses to elaborate, leaves. That's my boy. Saul, congratulations on your top 20 in trucks. Hell yeah, dude. First top 20. Next is the top 15. Next is top 10. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wish they would put the Surfer skin as alt skin. He'd have to pay. Yeah. That's the issue, right? Mick, is you got to pay for it. And that's nothing against anybody, Al. But like, yeah, you have to pay for it, and that's the issue. Is I'm not going, like, I personally am not going to pay like 10 grand to get like one of my paint schemes in the car on behalf of another like person. I don't have 10 grand, right? But like, you can ask your sponsors that currently sponsor you if they want to do it, and they'll say yay or nay, right? Or else, and if you didn't, you would just have like one of the team's blank paint schemes, which also look pretty cool. But bend trees. Thank you, dude. Mod the paint scheme into the game. Well, you'll probably be able to use any paint scheme you want because it's based in iRacing, and they have an entire system for that for iRacing. So I'm gonna imagine it's gonna be very easy. Blaze says, you think Ethan will get it funded to have it put in the game? No. And also the deadline was April 1st. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Let's continue. Let's make music together. Let's make sweet harmony. Oh. Let's make music together, baby. God, I want to play Oblivion, dude. So bad. I want to play it, but it's hard. It's kind of hard to play it. I don't know how to watch that. I want to play NASCAR 25, just crash a car. Good. I'm glad. 70 likes until Naked Snake. 70 likes until 400 likes. I miss speaking. I apologize. We have had about 900 people in here tonight. Make sure you guys like the stream, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out with your boy tonight, Mr. Camel Toe. Means a lot to me. I will obviously be back Wednesday, but just wanted to thank you guys. I love you. Why is it hard to play Oblivion? I'm not having trouble. Why is it hard to play Oblivion? I'm not having trouble. I think you definitely misunderstand what I'm saying. It's hard to play it because like I'm in this video game suck right now, and I experience this a lot, and it happens for a long period of time. I will play a game, and I will play it nonstop, and then I won't be able to, I'll get away from it, and I can't make myself play a game because the act of playing a game and starting up and playing the game causes weird anxiety. And I think about it all the time. I'm like, man, I really want to play a game. But then I turn the game on and I can't play it because my mind starts to race about what I could be doing instead. And it plagues me. But sometimes it lifts for a couple months or weeks and I can play a game. But other than that, it's so hard. It's so hard to play a game. So, but that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Yeah, I turned it on yesterday. I turned on Oblivion yesterday, and I literally walked out of a cave. I walked out of a cave, and I could not play it anymore. I walked out of the cave, and then I hit escape, and I walked downstairs and made some food, and I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I'll play it later, and then I never did. It's a torturing kind of thing. Thought you meant your computer couldn't handle it? No, my computer easily can handle it. Easily. Yeah, Ashley, I agree. Currently, I am. I've been doing a lot of sponsorship meetings and stuff for racing, and that's my purview right now. I have to get that shit together. I have it really well handled right now, but I got to get ahead. So, like last year, I was behind. This year, I'm currently ahead, and I need to keep it that way. So all I do all day is contact companies and try to get people to partner with me and stuff. And I've had a lot of really great people like Ally Cloud and Jeff. God, I love these people. They were out west with me. We ran really good too out there. There was also there's a Flux, of course. There's the whiskey company, which came on board. Mossy Horn Whiskey, awesome people. Aeon Water Technology, freaking great people. Elite Bath and Showers, obviously. Auburn Designs. So many great people that come on board and support me when I don't really deserve it. Right. I don't feel like I do, but they really support me and I really have a lot of good time. And sometimes they come out and I get to meet their family and it's just really fun. So yeah, a lot moving forward. We have another one coming on this week that I'll announce. And now we're trying to work towards some more stuff. But next year we're aiming to run full time. And I'm going to have probably 3 main sponsors. I'm kind of in talks with 3 different companies, and we'll see what happens there. But that's the goal next year, is run full-time NASCAR and see how it pans out. So, Jeff on the road. Speaking of the devil, what's up, babe? Hey, dude. Sound like you're a politician with all the fundraising? Yeah. So that's how it works. Yeah, for sure. It's not an obligation, Rockman. Like, I'm not obligated to mention these companies or people. I'm just so, overwhelmed with, appreciation that companies and individuals either A, see something in me, or B, want to help and support the goal of, fighting for the dream, right? On my behalf. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. But people really do that. And I'm so thankful for it that I want, these people to be included and be known. And sometimes I freaking fumble the ball. Like I didn't tag Aeon Water Technology in their they have a huge logo on my car and I didn't even tag them. And I'm like, fuck, I just fucked up so much last week. So, have you not shown them your OnlyFans? Of course. Yes. My number 1 subscriber is Jeff on my OnlyFans, actually. He buys every picture. But they are, every single one of my sponsors are in my link tree and they're posted all over my chat every single show. So, of course, get on it, doggone it. All right. That being said, 50 likes from the delicious like a gold. I appreciate you guys. Let's pull up some more stuff here. Jeff Danes, I'm the same open world games. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Right there with you, dude. Right there with you. Maybe it's not open world. You know what? Jeff, I don't have a problem playing. I don't have a problem playing Resident Evil games. Like old Resident Evil games. And it's probably because I'm so used to them. I know where everything is and I can get through them really quickly. All right. Have you seen Tectone's most recent tweet? Is it the one about the dad? Is it the one about the dad, Shin Kakashi? Where he says they're going after your dad? Because that's what I saw right here. And he's getting ratioed into oblivion, which is beautiful. I love it, man. Yeah, apparently, Hassan Piker is now going over after the family of Tectone, which is, of course, what Hassan's going to do. It's typical leftist behavior. Go after your family. Brian Donan says, when did your book come out? Well, I originally had it scheduled for June or July, but the art actually takes way longer than I realized because I've never done this before. So it'll just be out whenever the art is. I'll probably update it on the pages, but not much longer than that. But yeah, the art's currently being put together right now. So it takes a few weeks for each chapter, and apparently I'm bad at math and can't do the math. So, but yeah, it's well on its way. So he claims that Tectone's dad has sex crimes in the congressional record. And he said, "Here's your dad," which everybody already knows. Hassan Piker is like a Nepo, like rich kid. Everybody knows that, right? It says leftist Hassan Piker is the son of Turkish billionaire Mehmet Bekhet. I can't read that. Piker, who co-founded the Future Party, right-wing neo-Ottoman, with former PM of Turkey, who personally negotiated the release of Sinwar, who's the leader of Hamas, who orchestrated the October 7th attack. Yeah, I'm very shocked as to why he has opinions of where socialism is okay, but he also loves money. And it's always interesting that people that are like the children of billionaires are always LARPing as humanitarians and socialists every single time. Every single time. Tom says, was watching for the stands on Friday. Surviving that carnage is the win itself. Man, you know how many times I cooked those breaks, Tom? I was on the breaks. I would push them brakes down and they would catch on fire. I know they were. They were smoking, you know, because you're going from 180 to trying to get to 90 miles an hour. I don't remember who it was, but somebody knocked the right side wall down going into turn 4. Like car coming out of turn 4, they knocked the wall down. And it was right in front of me. It might have been Grant Enfinger, maybe, but they were right in front of me. And I was like, oh, my God. I was just hanging around back trying to survive, you know. And I got up into the pack a little bit, and then we went like 2 laps down because of the penalty. I was like, all right, I got to survive because I know it's now an attrition, you know, race. That's how that works. So once you lose the ability to garner your laps back, or if you go a lap down, if you're 1 lap down, you're managing that. If you go 2 laps down, now you're worried about attrition. So when I'm 2 laps down, I'll be a little less aggressive on restarts because restarts are where 90% of the cautions are coming from. And then attrition happens. And we got really lucky with that. And we ended up with 19th. So, but yeah, I'll dial back the aggression about 5% when I'm 2 laps down. Just because I know that I can actually get more spots if I don't freaking try to race people that are not on my lap. Does that make sense? The wires were hanging out of the tires, Ginger. Yeah, they were, dude. Shaolin Wanderer Gaming. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Oh, Shaolin Wanderer Gaming says Hassan's father isn't a billionaire. Then who is Hassan's father? Because I've tried to research this before, and I only ever see Hassan Piker's father being he was extremely successful, extremely wealthy, and then he lost a lot of stuff, and then he started building his wealth back up. But he also already has the connections, right? It's kind of like a semantics thing. It's like, well, technically, he wasn't a billionaire for like a minute, like when Hassan was little. And I'm like, yeah, neither was my fucking dad, ever. My dad's never been a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Oh my gosh, it's Marion Haltzman. Are you kidding me? Our third red boy of the night, and it's Marion Haltzman. Oh my gosh, just woke up, and here you are going back to sleep. Well, we love you, and I miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Marion. I hope you're doing well. I love you, and Marion's very supportive of me, everybody. So just putting that out there. We love you, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much, Marion. We love you. I appreciate you. We were racing out west in Texas Friday, Marion, and we had a great show. Solid result, 19th. Eclipsed my best finish in NASCAR right now. And we're aiming for more at Kansas. So make sure you're watching. Thank you, Marion. I love you. Appreciate you. It's the good luck for carrying Marion on my car with me. Pretty sure Munez blew a tire and hit the wall and had to be Frankie hit the wall. I felt so bad for him because he was having such a good run. Tim Caslick and Tim Pool. Yeah, Lady Decker. That's my primary sponsor in NASCAR. Tim's been real supportive of me. Looking forward to Kansas for sure. But yeah, Frankie hit the wall, and I went up and gave him a little side hug and talked it through. I mean, it sucks because nothing you can say makes it feel better, like from the person that experienced it. I had a flat right front tire running 14th at Talladega the week before and knocked the wall down. And of course, everybody in Twitter was saying I suck because I got a flat tire, so I suck. To be fair, most people that hate you have no idea how anything works. But yeah, it's a random tire failure. Maybe I ran over something. We don't really know. But they will say you suck. And me and Frankie talked about that. It's like they only see the end result, and that's what's so frustrating, you know. So thank you, Marianne. We love you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your red boy getting us 300 from Pot Milk. Thank you. I better get a side hug if I come out. You're gonna get a full on fucking. What are you talking about? I want to feel the titties. How tall are you? Where are they gonna be? Gotta visualize. No, I'm just kidding. But I do want to feel the titties. What is the top 3 hardest things about YouTube? Motivation. Inspiration, motivation, consistency. Yeah. So some like I think last October I had like 2 million views in a month. It's one of my best months I've had in a long time. And I was like, damn, that was awesome. And then the next month I have like 250K. And it just demoralizes you, right? And it's just luck of the draw, man. Sometimes you hit it right, you know. Sometimes you don't. Same height as you. You're not 5'11". If you are, I want you to crush my fucking face. Side hug. How about a destroy my face hug? Oh my gosh, is that Marion Halsman with another red boy? Oh my god. Oh my god. You drive safe, you hear? Don't you hit the wall like Earnhardt did? I worry for you. Just be safe. I did. I definitely did that at Talladega. I hit the wall harder than Earnhardt did at Talladega, probably. But the difference is the safety is just outrageous nowadays. But yeah, no, it's been wild. But yeah, I'm trying. You can't always control everything, but you know, I try to be pretty damn safe. Thank you, Marion. I love you. God, I got us 200 from freaking Fat Milk. Stuttering Craig was skyscraper. Yeah, Stuttering Craig came to my race. And that dude is like a mountain. He's like a foot taller than me. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Endless. It is rough, man. Endless. I mean, sometimes Endless, I'll put out 3 videos in 1 week that are edited shittily in 2 seconds, and they'll get 100K a piece or 200K a piece. And then I'll put out a video that I actually put a lot of work into, and it gets like 8K views. It's very frustrating. I don't want to buy a home in Japan now. 2026, you want to come to Japan? Yeah. Jays. Of course. It is going to be fun. Let us do it. One of my dogs are freaking out. Well, I mean, I was talking about last year, Ginger, at the end of the year when I was like going real well, you know. I had a really good month last year. It was weird. Just a little weird, you know. Just a little weird. Big shout out to Marion Haltzman, by the way, for 2 red boys. That is insane. I love you. I love you. Screw Attack Southern Craig. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Somebody's breaking something in my house. One of my dogs are like fishing something. When you laid me off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I had like negative 14 grand. Dude, it's freaking me out. Hey, Degenerate Gaming. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we need 50 likes, boys. We need 50 likes. I need 50 likes. 50 likes, boys. 50 likes. All right, but change them. That would freak me out. Yeah, well, my dogs are huge, so if like my German Shepherd stands up really fast, it shakes the whole house. So he's just a big bitch. Maybe you should grab your shotgun. My shotgun is under my bed, like 40 yards away. That's probably not accurate. It's probably 20 yards. Thank you, Marion, again. We love you, Marion. 2 red boys to end the stream. That's insane. Thank you. Appreciate you. At least you didn't give me a 52-cent raise. Yes. You give yourself pay cuts in my channel, which is totally fine with me. Amen. That is okay with me. Hey, make sure you guys go back, ride, and die, please. Don't forget, back, ride, and die today. The link is in the chat. Don't forget your boy and some ride dies. Go get you a copy of my book. Go get you all 3 covers. Go get your black and white covers. Go get you everything you need to get yourself successful shirts and whatnot. Get on it. Diggity dog on it. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget, very important. Thank you, Marion Hossman. Maybe you should grab a shotgun. No. All right, boys. We're gonna do Naked Snake. We're 40 likes from 400, but we're gonna do Naked Snake, boys. I think it's time. I think it's time, boys. I think it's time. Yeah, it's time, boys. All right. God, my nose hurts. All right. I had someone knock my bedroom window at 3 a.m. in Brooklyn, didn't bark, but stood over me in bed. Focus. You had somebody knock on your window. Now, to be fair, my master bedroom's 3 stories up. There ain't no way somebody gonna knock on my. If they did, I would shit blood. Oh! If somebody knocked on my window, my master bedroom, yeah, that's a ghost. That's an apparition, a spirit, and I'm not doing that shit tonight. No way, no how. Naked Snake here for everybody. Make sure you get them likes up. We're 40 away. 40 away. 40 likes away from 400. Huge show tonight. Big shout out to Shizzy Wizzy. We had a lot of viewers before the raid, too, which is cool. And then Shizzy came in and just clapped us. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Jeff Dane says, I think you might be a closeted queer. I am openly gay, actually. Is this your first time here, Jeff? Jeff, you know I'm a gay man. I'm a gay man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You got a problem with it, Jeff? Huh? Motherfucker. No. I kind of get the courage to get up and look, Dave. We're gone. Yeah, I would be gone. Yeah, not you. Oh, fuck. Damn, Jeff. No. I mean, I'm straight, Jeff. I apologize. Ignore what you just heard, Jeff. All right, let's go. Naked Snake time, boys. Let's get it on it. Diggity dog on it, boys. Here we go. Here we go. It's time, boys. One more time in the chat. 450 shows in a row. One more time. Let's get it going. Let's get it started in Let's get it started in here. Here we go.
What a thrill.
Narco Wookie.
With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching, now melting to you.
Donna.
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Snake eater. In my time, there been nobody else. Ashley, crying. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Here we go.
Someday you'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Oh my God, 451 times in a row. Can you believe it? I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there been nobody else. Crying, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Rekieta. 451 times in a row. Narco Wookie, can you believe it? Amazing. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Hell yeah. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and the support tonight. You guys have been awesome as hell, as per usual. Now I think I have a plan tonight. I think we're going to randomly raid an Oblivion remaster player that's live. I think that'll be fun. What do you guys think? What do you guys? Cyber Venom, Conjo. Who is the Conjo? He looks pretty cool. I don't raid VTubers because I'm scared they hate me. I'm insecure around the VTubers. Jags is playing. Who is the Jag? This one really Jags. How many different hammers for ourselves? Let's see. Hi, Jags. We should raid the Jag. Okay. I don't know about Jags. When I see people use the phrase backseat gaming unironically, I'm like, I don't know, man. Beard lasers? Oh, God. He got a big beard. I think we're going to do beard lasers if we can. Can I do beard lasers? God. Why you guys have raids turned off? Why? This one's a VTuber, but I don't know who they are. I'm scared. I'm so scared of VTubers. They will kill me. They will ruin me. They will take my life. I cannot do it again. This dude's just fucking punching a scamp in the face. Kobo Cha. Who's Kobo Cha? Full-time rat streamer. Let's go. I'm scared. You got to be really, really careful. You got to be really, really careful. Let's see. Actually, let's do this instead. Who's Kobo? Okay. We're going to do Kobo, I think. I think we're going to do Kobo. We'll just see what happens. VTubers don't like me, but we're going to rate. Well, if we can rate Kobo, we'll rate Kobo. How about that? Let's try. Can I raid the Kobo? I cannot. You know what? Maybe I should just jump off a fucking cliff. We should thank Hassan for supporting Israel with his taxes. Hey, K to the Swiss. Hey. Thank you, baby. Love you, dude. Crispy Jet. Plasma is cool. Chill Blue VTuber. Let's see. Chill Blue VTuber. Witchcraft. That guy looks like he's jamming, bro. There's so many VTubers. It's freaking crazy. Ginger, why are you part of this? Why are you part of this crew of VTubers? Does it ever make you feel ashamed that you're part of this nightmare? Oh my God. All right, I don't know. Ramajamo. I'm trying, boys. I'm trying, but it's everybody has fucking raids off. Panterus Pinkus. Maybe we can do this one. Let's see. I kind of just want to raid somebody for fun, guys. I think they're hella live. I don't think they are. Because they had they didn't have any affiliation on all their stuff. And they were very small. Like very small. Oh my god, fuck, it's crazy. It's crazy no one has raids turned on. It makes me want to die. I might just do what I was gonna do before this all started. I already had somebody picked out for a while, but then I was like, you know what? Let's do a random one. That would be fun as hell. This chick's Russian, so it wouldn't make sense. This person's Japanese. Okay, I think we're gonna do what I originally planned. Yeah, we'll do what I originally planned. We're gonna raid Moxie Dame. All right. Love you, boys. Appreciate you. Moxie Dame time. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Thank you, Katie the Swiss. And thank you, everybody that is supporting your boy. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you to Chris McGough, Billy Hatcher, Marion Haltzman, Scaly One, Donna Egbert, Slosher, Jenny, Baby Back Ribs, Ashley. You guys know who you are. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys over on Moxie Dames. Say Cam Raid in the chat, and I'll see you guys next.